Becky Sherrill and Republican Jack Ciattarelli. President Trump endorsing Ciattarelli during a teleconference last night.
You need to go out and vote for Jack Ciattarelli, who's a great guy, a friend of mine, a great guy, a very successful man who wants to put all of his efforts now into really saving New Jersey.
America's listening to Fox News.
Veterans Day sale now at National Furniture Liquidators. Great savings plus great financing options regardless of your credit. An Ashley brand sofa, just $398. Contemporary bedroom set, 2 colors, just $788. Reclining sectional, $1288. An Ashley table with 6 chairs, $498. And huge savings on all mattress sets. Plus, veterans and active duty soldiers get free delivery. Veterans Day sale now at National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
It's time to make sure no one in the area goes hungry this Thanksgiving with the 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight. We're teaming up with United Way offices in Lee and Eddy counties and grocery stores in Hobbs, Lovington, Carlsbad, and Artesia to fight hunger in our own communities. Food prices are still high this year, so more people are struggling than usual during the already tough Thanksgiving season. But with your help, we can make sure no one has to go without. As part of this 2-day event, we'll be at Bob's Thriftway in Lovington and Fenn's Country Market in Artesia Friday, November 14th from 2 to 5 p.m. Then Saturday, November 15th, we'll be at Albertsons Market in Hobbs and La Tienda in Carlsbad from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
The 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight is being brought to you this year by sponsors Blaine Industrial Supply in Hobbs, Old Jackson Lovington, Forest Tire in Lovington, Hobbs, Artesia, and Carlsbad, Bronze sponsor DMC Oilfield Services in Hobbs, Silver sponsor New Mexico Junior College in Hobbs, and Platinum sponsors in Hobbs SDR Enterprises, Rig Outfitters and Home Store, Garner's Motorsports, and the Working Guys Store. If your business would like to become a sponsor, please contact your favorite DJ, or you can reach out to me, Lori, at 575-390-3569. That's 390-3569.
Be as generous as you can and join us when we're in your city to fight hunger this Thanksgiving with the MTD Radio Food Fight.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 2,261 head of cattle sold on Monday on an uneven market with excellent buyer attendance. Compared to last week, stocker calves sold 10 to 15 higher, feeder cattle 8 to 12 higher, packer cows and bulls $6 to $8 lower. 3 to 40 pound steers $470, $509. 3 to 400 pound heifers $450, $452. 4 to 500 pound steers $427, $470. 4 to 500 pound heifers $392, $450. 5 to 600 pound steers $388, $427. 5 to 600 pound heifers $362, $392. 6 700 pound steers $320, $388. 6 700 pound heifers $312, $362. 7 800 pound steers $320, $323. 7 800 pound heifers $310, $312. Packer cows $150, $158. Canner and cutter cows $142, $148. Packer bulls $180, $187. Feeder bulls $162, $168. The top half of the cow calf pairs $3,300, $3,600 per pair. Top half of the bred cows $3,000 to $3,550 per head. We do appreciate the business, and we'll talk to you next Monday morning. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
Boot Barn is now open in Hobbs. Join us for our grand opening celebration with live country music and daily giveaways this weekend, November 7th through the 9th. Explore our broad selection of top quality boots and clothing. We're also offering savings on select pieces during the event. Boot Barn, now open in Hobbs next to PetSmart off North Grimes Street. We'll see you this weekend at the Boot Barn grand opening.
Hi, this is Danny Kirkendall with Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. We're celebrating 100 years in business here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, and we invite you to come see us for your new Chevy, GMC, or a just perfect pre-owned vehicle. Our GM certified team is ready to assist you, so give us a call at 575-746-3551 or visit us online at guychevy.com.
Guy Chevrolet celebrating 100 years at the corner of 1st and Main in downtown Artesia.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
The weather forecast on this Tuesday, it's going down to 285 at 84 degrees in Roswell this afternoon. with a sunny sky. It's 87 degrees in Carlsbad, Artesia, and Lovington Hobbs. Temperatures in the lower to middle 80s under a sunny sky. Temperatures will drop across the region in the upper 40s, lower 50s. Tomorrow's high temperatures in Carlsbad at 87 degrees and 84 degrees in Roswell. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
This morning show rocks.
I love it. I get it all. The one and only.
I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. Back on the chain gang. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio. Be in the Breakfast Club, being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com. We are Be in the Breakfast Club. The question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply. They have parts for semis, heavy trucks, and industrial trucks. Text line being brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer.
Oh, yeah.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us.
If I'm having a bad day, you guys make me feel better.
I can't get enough.
Let's go.
Today is National Candy Day.
I got a sweet tooth.
Candy, candy, candy. He gets it. I love candy.
I love candy.
I love candy. Good candy.
This is good candy. Only the best candy in the world.
Have some breakfast candy.
Candy for breakfast.
I can just see you guys eating candy for breakfast.
So sweet. So sweet.
Happy National Candy Day.
Showtime.
It is a candy day, election day, all of the above. Dick Cheney Day, as Dick Cheney passes at the age of 84. That is a guy that I have never trusted, never liked, and thought that was the problem with politics. Yeah, I know he was a Republican. I didn't like the Bushes either.
Don't go hunting.
Yeah, don't go hunting with him. Mm-mm. Yeah, that dude will shoot you in the back.
In the butt.
But I never liked him. Halliburton made a lot of money off these wars. So, but God rest in peace. And then whatever name he had, his daughter finished him off. Liz Cheney kind of finished him off. Yeah. Question of the day this morning. What makes you uncomfortable in public? What makes you uncomfortable in public? Side question, have you gone and vote? Will you vote in this election? We're talking about this off the air. Last election in Hobbs, a town, what is it, 30-plus thousand registered voters.
Right.
Only about 1,100 people showed up for the last mayor's election.
Well, I think it was a total like 1,800.
1,800 out of 32,000. It's not a whole bunch, just not a whole bunch of people that get up and go vote. So I got to go vote today. I should have taken care of that early in the week, but I did not. And it is what it is. So I'll go vote today. Monica is back. How are you doing, Monica?
I am doing very, very good. We got some good news yesterday, and so life's on its way to getting back to normal.
Awesome.
Patrick's mom.
Awesome. Life back to normal is good.
It's good. That's right.
Yeah, boy, we went to Santa Fe and spent money like a drunken sailor last night. I looked at my bank account. I went,
I saw the pictures.
Yeah, I was like, this is not good.
Thank you for making me want to go now.
Look, it's the people are weird.
Absolutely.
But it is definitely a nice place to go get away. It's just that drive. That drive is long.
Yeah.
Long. I mean, you could almost drive to Dallas.
Yeah, you can hit Fort Worth in the same time.
Yeah, pretty much the same time. It's 4.5 hours from Lovington. So Santa Fe is beautiful. This time of the year, a little cool and nice. The leaves are off the trees and all that. So it's just different scenery.
I did have one question after looking at your pictures. You guys people are not allowed to walk up the stairs?
No. At the St. Joseph Church.
Right.
Oh, no,
yeah, I mean, that church was built like in 1836.
Yes.
And so Santa Fe's got so much history.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is just kind of crazy. The liberals have hijacked
I know.
that community.
They do it to everything.
Liberals and drug addicts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was going to wear my Trump cap.
Very similar.
And And we goes, I want to enjoy myself. I don't need, there are going to be so many people that are going to be ticked off. Trump, and the SNAP program. And so I just said, okay, for you, I will not wear it.
For you, I will.
Yeah, I'll give you a break from the whole thing. All right, today is Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day, Job Action Day, King Tut Day, National Candy Day, Easy Bake Oven. I remember when my sister got the Easy Bake Oven, and we screwed it up for her. We took Mardi Gras beads and put them in one of those damn pans and put it in there, and my mom was pissed. We're making plates, Mom. You melt those beads down, you can make some little plates.
The funny thing is that whole thing is powered by just an oven light bulb.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Today is National Skeptics Day. I am skeptical that New York will elect a socialist, communist.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
National Waiting for the Barbarians Day going on today.
They're at the gate.
Yeah, I can't wait. They are at the gate, though. Coca-Cola moving forward with the AI-generated version of their classic holiday ads, despite growing skepticism over AI taking over the advertising. Polar Bear Union is pissed. They are pissed this morning. They better get this right. Seeing Santa with 6 fingers and a shaved left eyebrow is not going to be a good look. They better get this right. And today is Election Day in New York City, following a record-break early voting. 735,000 people showed up to early vote in New York, casting ballots, far surpassing the previous election record. And I wonder how many of those votes Trump will say are going to be fake. Probably a lot of the Mandawi vote. You know, I can't believe that a Muslim is actually going into gay bars and politicking.
In New York.
That goes completely against what the Quran teaches.
Yeah, but the Quran also teaches they can do that in order to fool
the
infidel.
And you pointed out this morning is actually speaking in Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, I posted yesterday on TikTok, Phase 1, flying planes in the tower. Phase 2, Mandawi.
Mm-hmm.
Sad but true. Wednesday night, we will be the closest to the supermoon, and it will light up the sky, appearing larger and brighter and in some places.
That'll be cool.
So maybe hear some werewolves out there and yeah, all that type of stuff. Make sure and drink some decaf tomorrow. Not you're going to be out there all night. Yeah, my wife read about that. She's like, tomorrow I'm going to see the moon. I was like, you can see it in 5 seconds if you like.
It's a supermoon.
So what is that called? That's called the harvest moon.
Yes.
And tomorrow about 8:19 Eastern time.
Yeah, as soon as it's getting dark, you
should be able to check it out. Moon will reach closest point to the Earth just 221,000 miles away.
You know how sometimes you look at the moon and it looks like this time of year, and you're like looking at it coming up, you're like, holy cow, that looks close. Well, that's what you're going to get.
Okay. Happy anniversary, happy birthday to Senior Burger, the McDonald's Quarter Pounder that purchased, that was brought to the United States from Australia in 1995. It was in Australia first, the Quarter Pounder burger.
Oh, okay.
And, so.
Quarter Pounder with cheese.
Yeah.
With cheese.
Is that the one they put that secret?
No, that's the Big Mac.
It's 1,000 Islands with like ketchup in it or something.
Is that the Big Mac?
Yeah, Big Mac. But the Quarter Pounder, that's La Royale with cheese, right? It's the meat, the cheese, mustard, ketchup, pickles, and onions, right?
Yeah. If I'm gonna eat burger, and I don't eat burgers often because I'm just not a hamburger. I just,
I go for real meat burgers.
And, to me, out of Burger King or McDonald's, Burger King. Yeah.
It's that flame.
Yeah.
broiled.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. President Trump, they're coming out. APAC, the summit in Korea last week. Recent study shows that tariffs have not caused economic collapse in the United States. In fact, it's had the opposite effect. And President Trump was saying, hey, when they bring this tariffs to the Supreme Court, I'd like to be there. I think what's going to happen is going to be a half a win. I think they're going to allow the China tariffs. I think they're going to say a lot of this stuff has to go before Congress, Supreme Court, and none of that's going to get passed. Well, some of it might because they won't need the supermajority in the Senate.
Right.
So they'll get some of that passed. They still, in any state that has agriculture, you better pass that because the farmers and ranchers need your help. Election day today, a lot of seats are up for grab, local seats, and it all starts right here, local. School boards, city council, mayor elections.
They are very important.
That's where it starts. Buddy of mine that lives in England told me, he goes, this has been going on for 15, 20 years with the Muslims taking over seats little by little. Small campaigns getting elected there. And then all of a sudden, you've got 10 out of 12 city council members that are Muslim because they get out and vote and they do everything. Now, Scotland has been the only country in Europe that has not been infiltrated. And
well, they have to a point.
Yeah, they're trying. But the white population in Scotland, Scotland was like 99.9% white.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. It's just Scottish are different.
Yeah, and traditionally reject anything coming up from England.
Yeah. And so not from reject everything coming up from everywhere. But the Muslims went in there and they were like, look, we don't have representation here. And they're like, look at the population.
And the Scots are like, well, we'll nail you to the wall. Come on.
Yeah. So a lot of key elections at Virginia. Governor's election's going to be important. New Jersey. And here's the deal. Is they said on CNN yesterday, the guy that does all the polls, Harry Enton, he said historically, I should say, that if the Democrats win New Jersey, New York, and Virginia coming up the midterm elections, they'll win the midterm election. So I don't know historically.
I hope they lose all three of those.
So I'm hoping they actually win at least two.
Yeah, Republicans.
Yeah, Republicans. Yes. Yeah, most definitely.
But you were talking as well. Remember, Omar's brother husband is running for mayor in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And this is where you're talking about your local
local elections.
This is why it's so important that every listener that's listening to us get out and vote if you haven't already.
So let me ask you a question, Monica. If you would hear somebody speaking Arabic to politic, would that offend you?
Oh, I don't know that it would offend me, but it would concern me completely.
So what about if somebody speaks Spanish? No?
No.
It's just different?
I guess offend would not. I would be concerned. I would not. I wouldn't appreciate it. I guess you could say. I would be like, come on, bro. Like, none of us understand what you're saying.
But where they're at, there are a lot of Arabic speakers, so they understand it. I just know we're just kind of diluting America. So, and this has been going on for a long, long time. Back in the day when people came to this country, and look, You don't even have to read a book. You really don't. You don't even have to read a book. Just remember. Go watch 1923. Go watch 1883, the Taylor Sheridan, TV shows. And I get it. Maybe some of it's not true, but some of it is true, the way they handle people coming across at Ellis Island. So you don't even have to read a book. I mean, I'm not even encouraging. I mean, yeah, I'm encouraging people to read, one thing was you had to speak the language.
Yeah.
We want you to be able to speak the language. We have train has left the track so far down the line, and we don't even force people. Look, you can become a citizen without even taking the test in your native language. We're not even encouraging people to speak the language. So I get it. And it's not that I would be offended that somebody politics in their language, because if there is a large amount of Vietnamese, yeah, I get it. You're going to speak to them in their native tongue.
But also do it in English.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah, most definitely.
Or have a translator there who's translating in
Yeah,
English what's being
maybe. Looks like home invasion home invader is dead after a homeowner shot and killed him last week in Carlsbad. Information in all of New Mexico is so slow to get out. News used to get out. It was a 24-hour news cycle.
Well, sometimes when I'm chasing down news sources, it's like pulling teeth.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's very slow. Carlsbad Police Department said Michael Brooks Rawl broke into a home on West Riverside Drive last Thursday evening. He was met with the homeowner, spotted the man inside. Homeowner shot him during a confrontation. Police said the homeowner they're not saying if the homeowner will face any types of charges. Let me get this right. Somebody breaks into your house and you shoot them to protect your family, and you might face charges.
That's ridiculous, right?
I mean, serious.
Right.
Guys in my house, and I'm protecting. Wow. I wish I could just fly off to Brazil.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Like the governor. Michelle Lujan Gresham back on the road again to Brazil. Monday, the governor joined Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers to release a report on pollution reduction. She has more events planned Tuesday and Thursday, and she is in Brazil. Brazil this time of the year is not the remember, it's just days ago that they were rioting in Rio. Like 21 cops were killed in Rio. So not a great place for the governor. Well, I mean, but
she still hasn't said anything about Artesia.
No, still has not said anything about the explosion at the Sinclair site. I have no idea why she wouldn't. Why don't you care about us?
Right.
If it rains 2 inches in like Las Vegas or Taos, and she's posting on the governor's social media, why wouldn't they at least mention something about it? I don't get it. Not that we need her down here, but
she hates this corner of the state.
You take the money.
She really does.
World Series Game 7. How many people you think watched that game?
Oh, I'm going to guess 9 million.
9 million? Blake?
That's probably a pretty good guess.
26 million people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 26 million people watched that game. Pretty cool.
Worldwide?
Yeah.
Probably because.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah.
Well.
Ohtani.
No. Well, yeah, I guess it would include, because it said 26 million viewers across Fox Spanish, Fox streaming platforms, according to Nielsen. So I don't think that would not affect any international. So it's probably more than that.
Wow.
Well, on the streaming stuff, they count from here, but you still count anybody who's watching worldwide on the stream.
Yeah.
Because it still counts as a view.
Maybe.
So, like if you were watching it in a pub in England,
Okay.
But
Yeah, streaming, it
usually,
would still count.
like for the Super Bowl, they give separate numbers for international.
I agree.
Anyway, 26 million people watch. Maybe baseball is coming back. Maybe it's making a reappearance in popularity because popularity for baseball numbers have dropped a whole bunch. All right, at 6:25, we are B and the Breakfast Club. Let's check the weather. We'll get to the phone lines. We got to talk about President Trump reporting that ground troops could be going after the cartel. I'll talk about that coming up in a second. And massive fraud in the food stamp. Massive fraud. Agriculture Secretary says that massive fraud when it comes to food stamp program. And Detroit is Chicago's such a safe city. How many people were shot over the weekend? I'll give you the numbers coming up in a second. Morning show this morning being brought to you by A Custom Construction and Roofing. Roofing and insurance specialist, licensed, bonded, and insured for over 30 years. In fact, these guys have the A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. They've been operational for 30-plus years. A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. Call them today. Dwayne Pinnick is standing by, 575-318-9725. A Custom Construction and Roofing. 30-plus years, still going strong. Warning you about the out-of-town, out-of-state contractors. Yeah, when they're gone, the warranty is pretty much gone also. 84 and sunny all day today. Clear tonight, down to 50. 85 coming up for tomorrow. And much of the same for Thursday. Also for southeast New Mexico. For Ruidoso, 69 and sunny. Clear tonight, 45. 68 and sunny coming up for your Wednesday. Weekend weather looking pretty decent also for Ruidoso. For Albuquerque, 78 and sunny today, 37 tonight, 75 and sunny coming up on Wednesday. Good looking weekend back in the low 70s. Quick look at the forecast being brought to you by Fins and Artesia. Big specials going on like fryer thighs and drumsticks, 99 cents a pound. Choice beef chuck steak or roast for $5.99 a pound. Beef sirloin steaks, just $6.99 a pound. Boston Butt pork roast, $1.99 a pound. Produce department avocados, 5-count bag, $1.99. Seedless red grapes are just $8.99 a pound. Russet potatoes, $2.99 for a 10-pound bag. And get the new crop apples from Washington, $8.99 for a 3-pound bag. Start off your sandwich making with honey wheat bread for $1.68 a loaf, plus turkey breast. It's smoked for $7.49 a pound. Get the smoked ham for $5.69 a pound, and beef bologna for $6.99 a pound. Always the coldest beer and refreshments. You can find the best pricing like Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Big Red, and other flavors. 24-pack, $10.99. Get it all today at Fins and Artesia. Monica in the text, 628.
All right. We've got Jody texting in with a picture. He said, give everyone or replace EBT SNAP with MREs. Watch everyone go and get a job.
Amen.
I've never tasted one of those. I can imagine. Artesia Breakfast Club fan says, you do not mention Trump or the oil field in Santa Fe, but 14 miles north of Buffalo Thunder is an awesome place to stay and gamble. Reba Hater said, I took a big yunk this morning for that libtard. Who are you talking about, Reba Hater? And to answer your question about what makes you awkward in public, or what was the question of the day?
Yeah, what makes you hold up a second now? Yeah,
let me see.
Uncomfortable.
What makes you uncomfortable? The public is what makes me nervous about going into public, said a texter. Hates everyone equally said, when my nips get nippy and show through my shirt. You got
that
nips?
makes you uncomfortable.
Chip said, and not all Mexicans, but a lot of them just won't do it. Talking to a few, they feel as though their votes won't matter. Oh, when it comes to voting. Chip, you are correct, but we have to do a better job telling them their votes do matter.
Hey, I got a breaking story out of Chaves County. Medics have arrived and advised the single patient was only minor injuries, as both train and conductor are unharmed. No hazmat or train derailment. City of Roswell units have been canceled en route back to the city. Chaves County emergency units are en route to Hagerman in reference to a vehicle and train accident shortly after 6:15 this morning. Caller stated the vehicle had been struck by a train near the intersection of Navajo Road and Oxford Road, just north of Hagerman. At this time, information is limited as the caller hung up, and very few details are out there. By the way, thank you, Chaves County News Network, for that information. We'll give you the plug this morning. And traffic update this morning being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com.
What business does the United States governor have to do with any foreign affairs? Don't we have people for that? Said Bosque County. I'm with you. Austin the mechanic said, people in public make me nervous. Smokey in Arizona said, good morning, you guys. Hope you all have a good day. Good morning to my baby butthead. I love you, babes. Have a great day. And can you guys believe there's a YouTuber praising New Mexico for the governor giving children free health care?
Universal health care.
Like the communist Mondani wants to do in New York.
Universal health care.
Just in case you were wondering about where the governor was.
I want you to think about this. Name one thing that this state does well. No,
Give
just
people
one.
Free stuff?
No. I need just one. Roads. Do we do roads well? Highways
Neg.
well?
Neg. Keep going.
Schools?
No.
Environmental?
Nope.
I'm waiting for you to get the one.
We put in like pit rules that just a handful of people made money off of. We're about as crooked as can be. And let's get back to the governor. How is that going to generate revenue for New Mexico? It's not. It's all a climate change bunch of blowing smoke up somebody else's rear.
It's going to create kickbacks for her.
Oh, okay. I see what's important. All right. Continue, Monica.
All right. This texter, Jay in the Patch, says, good morning, you guys. I really hate to start the morning like this. I just want to make sure that everyone knows Ivan Ramirez worked for CYFD and was a school teacher, now running for city council in Carlsbad. He was once recorded talking about raping a small child. People need to know who they're voting for, and I can forward the video to you guys.
By the way, I did see that investigation is ongoing. That's why I'm not stopping.
Yes.
So the investigation is going on. So, and look, everybody is innocent until proven guilty, but this guy is running for city council, and I get it. But I am at the same time skeptical, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm skeptical of anything to do with a wife or ex-wife releasing a videotape that was recorded a while back. Why didn't she go to police?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't, I mean, I'm just going to say, I love my wife, but if she is plotting to rape kids,
you're immediately turning
I'm turning her in.
Sure.
Because that is the right thing to do. So that there's where I'm a little skeptical, and that story is all over the internet. So, but I'm a little skeptical that somebody makes a recording, holds on to it for a while before they release that information. I'm a little skeptical.
Well, and we've covered that before with people that wait a while for whatever it is, whether it's them that were the victim, and I understand them holding on to it for a little while, but somebody who's outside of that and they know that somebody committed that crime and they're holding on to it, or they want to commit that crime and they're holding on to it, that's not the right thing to do.
And I am always skeptical of
You've got some people agreeing with you.
ex-wives. I am always skeptical of ex-wives.
Yes.
I'm just saying. And if this man is guilty, I will say hang him from.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're on YouTube. I don't want to get finished with that.
Get a rope.
Yeah.
You know, this
say that.
Blake Wannabe said it perfect, because this is what I'm thinking too. If the ex-wife knew about it, did not report it, and a child was involved, she could be in trouble too.
Good.
So yeah, a lot of people are thinking.
So
the same way.
I'm just, and when you're recording phone conversations and that type of stuff, and I mean AI is bad. I can do AI of Monica saying pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
With a little work. Probably wouldn't take that much work. Sample her voice, feed it through.
That's all you need.
AI, get it to say whatever. Look, you see that stuff that's on X and all over the place where it's AI generated and people are saying stuff. This is going to be a problem in the future because we have so many sheep out there. They'll believe anything.
Yes.
God, I know. I hate it.
It's sad.
Chip says, what about all the people voting for Claiborne here after finding out about all the girls he's
Claiborne, Claiborne, the communists. Yeah, look, I don't, and we'll see tonight how many people actually voted for Claiborne, but Claiborne fits into the narrative. So God only knows. God only knows. Blake, stepping out for a second, and we'll be back. All right, we got to do the price of oil this morning. We'll get you updated with that in just a second. Keep you updated with everything going on. Hey, winter is here. It's going to get cold sooner or later, and you might need maybe something to keep you warm. They've got you covered at Rig Outfitters in Hobbs. They've got you covered with FR jackets starting at $129. Hoodies, FR, $79.99, plus all the winter gear, FR or non-FR. They've got balaclavas. They've got insulated gloves, heated jackets, thermal vests. They've got insulated bib, coveralls, and portable heaters. Need a portable heater? They've got you covered. Plus, don't forget they have sections of boots that are just $99. And, of course, they have furniture, appliances, and electronics, too. Check them out today, Rig Outfitters. And they're right next to Scrub Outfitters in the Broadmoor Mall. Scrub Outfitters, now more than just scrubs. They carry from infants to kids apparel and all the accessories that you might be looking for, from newborn to size 7. Scrub Outfitters still has scrubs, but now they have everything for the kiddo. Warm coat, cozy sweater, looking for maybe diaper bags and infant shoes and that type of stuff. Check them out in the Broadmoor Mall, Scrub Outfitters and more. And, of course, they've got Rig Outfitters right next to each other. Check them out today. All right, already 638. President Trump planning to maybe use ground troops to go against the cartel. U.S. reportedly planning to send troops and intelligence officers into Mexico to target the drug cartels. Former and current U.S. officials told NBC this news yesterday. Supposedly, the governor has reached an agreement with President Sheinbaum to allow troops in from the United States to go into Mexico.
Now, which governor is this?
Not the governor, the president of Mexico. So President Sheinbaum.
Okay, I came across a story. I don't know how true it is, but apparently there was a mayor of one of the Mexican cities. He apparently got killed.
Yeah, he was the anti-cartel, and he came out and spoke out against the president and ended up dying the next day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, didn't take him long to get taken out. So we could have, we probably already have CIA members, I would think. Yeah. Looks like Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins on Sunday talked about SNAP food stamps, talking about it's broken and a corrupt program that needs to be cleaned up. We know the abuse. We see the abuse. They need to make SNAP more like WIC.
Yeah, I agree.
And so lots of abuse in the food stamp program. Looks like Democrat-run city Chicago, 23 people shot from Friday to Sunday.
Golly.
23 people shot. And in Albuquerque, a woman in custody after SWAT standoff happened Sunday night. Albuquerque police say they were dispatched to Walden Lane, woman causing a disruption with her neighbor, and SWAT called out. She was arrested after a couple hours. She is taken into custody. White House launching a website to expose criminal illegal aliens who received Medicaid. They're just proving the point that, yes, here's a bad guy and he was on Medicaid. Thank you, President Trump. By the way, Trump administration will also dole out partial SNAP benefits. Judge yesterday ruled that the president, district judge said the president had to give people their SNAP benefits. The problem is SNAP benefits have to be approved by Congress. So the president was able to get some of that money. And before all this came down, he had already said WIC would be, they were going to take some of the money from tariffs and move that into the WIC program to make sure, kids didn't go without formula and that type of stuff. President Trump told the federal judge on Monday that they will partially resume SNAP benefits. I would hope after today's election, the Democrats come back to the table and let's figure this out.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Former TV anchor accused of stabbing her 80-year-old mother to death. Told a neighbor she did it to save herself. So this woman was on the news for a long, long time. But when you make your money off your looks and then you get older and you don't feel good about yourself, I'm just thinking out loud. But Angie Mock, who was on Fox 2 out of St. Louis, big market, was arrested in Wichita, Kansas after she is accused of killing her mother at 7:50 a.m. So sad. Mondawi vows to defy Donald Trump if he wins the election. Donald Trump has said out loud, we will not fund New York if they elect a communist as their. Let's see where this goes. But Mondawi crossed the Brooklyn Bridge holding a sign that said, "Our time now." Our time.
Such a shame.
Look, if you look at this guy's voting record, radical as a member of the New York City Council, but didn't show up for most of the meetings. Did not show up.
Right.
What does that tell you? What does that tell you? And a Senate Republican funding bill for the government. How much longer can we hold off people without their food stamps? I thought I didn't get my Social Security check this month because yesterday I checked my bank account and I'm running low.
Yeah.
I'm running low on funds. And I told didn't I get my Social Security? She said, yes. I said,
we spent it.
It's gone. It is gone. I was like, damn, lockdown got me.
Interesting.
She goes,
I thought that Social Security wasn't one of the programs that's going to be affected.
It wasn't. She goes, well, you got your other bank account. I'm like, yeah, I just don't like touching it.
Hey, so I was curious. I wanted to know if the person that I know that gets SNAP got their SNAP. So I asked, and they said that they got $200 on the
partial.
First. So is she giving it to them partially throughout the month, or how is that working?
No, it's only for 10 days. Yeah, the governor cannot fund SNAP completely. So she could fund it for 10 days, and then she has to come back. That's why they're going to call a special session if the government does not open. I can't see, but, I've been wrong so many times about this, them keeping it closed through Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I just can't. I think after Election Day, they'll come to some awakening. Hopefully. Is what I'm hoping. All right, Price of Oil this morning being brought to you by Wilbanks LLC, serving oil and gas industry in the Permian Basin since 1981. They've got 4 decades of experience. Wilbanks continues to provide crane and crane services in the ever-growing Permian Basin. Look, they have truck cranes, rough terrain, all-terrain crawlers ranging from 50 tons to 350 tons capacity. Doesn't matter what your next project is. If you need help, reach out to the men and women at Wilbanks LLC, 575-746-6318. Whatever the next project is, wireline, frac, plant build, maybe battery build or compression, they can help you. 575-746-6318. Wilbanks LLC since 1981. Price of West Texas Intermediate crude, $60.17. Brent up to $64.07. And natural gas this morning, $4.23. As China's crude stockpile gives the oil market sanction safety net. Is that was the first story this morning on crudeoilprices.com. Our number 877-396-W105. I got to get to some of my sound bites this morning, including the tweet of the day. So what's your thought on Mandawi? Do you think this guy has a chance? I do. I think he does. Is that your chair?
It's the headphones, the extra set of headphones that magically appeared down here.
And you keep hitting it.
They dropped.
Yeah.
They're hitting the headboard.
All right, we're going to talk. So we got the headphones hitting the headboard. I could go so many places with that.
Just don't though.
Chuck Schumer saying he might file with the FCC over the 60 Minutes interview Donald Trump did. And the man with pre-existing lots of criminal history was arrested on drug charges. And a great one passed yesterday. Two great ones. We'll talk about them coming up in a second. And the story about the woman that's been on Snap for 30 years.
Oh, gosh.
Did you see that story?
Yes.
30 damn years this woman has been on Snap. 30
Embarrassing.
years. You would think they'd be able to pull themselves up in 30 years.
Exactly.
Does anybody know anybody that's been on Snap for 30 years? Well, I do.
Who?
My kid's mom.
Oh, I love mom.
I mean, at least 30 years.
Wow.
At least 30 years on Snap. At least.
You know, as she was telling her story, she was like, I woke up, I called, and I heard it say $0. And I was like, but you had a phone to call, right? That's a priority.
Well, she probably got the Obama phone paid for by the government, too.
Sure.
So we'll talk about the woman that's been on Snap for 30 years coming up in just a second. Thought for the day being brought to you by Wakefield Oil. They've got the experience to take care of you. On-road, off-road, they deliver in the patch. Go to WakefieldOil.com. 35-plus years, Mr. Wendell Wakefield packed up the family, brought him to New Mexico, and started Wakefield Oil. And what they do is they go on-road and off-road to deliver in the patch. They also have interstate batteries, 575-622-4160. Go to WakefieldOil.com for more information. Thought for the day. My kid talks a lot of smack for someone who only stream of income is the tooth fairy. It's my thought for the day. Morning, how you doing, Manuel?
Hey, good morning. How you gentlemen doing? Hey,
We're good. So, Manuel, has this shutdown affected you in any way?
So far, the oil field's still going strong. It ain't hurting us yet.
Wow.
But I tell you what, all these pathetic people here in New Mexico needs to call their Democrats, rodents, and tell them to vote for the CR, or else they will have no more career in this business. You got to put their feet on the hot fire. Enough is enough. I kind of noticed how the Democrats, the rodents in New Mexico are laying low, real low, like a rodent does, and then later on they'll turn up and attack.
Well, what they do at nighttime, they will sneak out, and they'll be looking for the government cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what they do every time, trying to get that cheese.
Yep.
Make a mess in the house, in our house.
Yep.
Right? The Senate and Congress house, and make a mess. And then when Republic comes in, we got to clean up the foul stench.
Yep, no doubt. No doubt. You know what's crazy is that you've got all these Democrats blaming the Republicans for the shutdown.
Yeah, and then the people so dumb, they believe it.
They believe it.
Look at
And
the
I'm
election.
like, you know, I had this conversation on social media. How many times did the Democrats vote no? And the lady goes, no, it's the Republicans. The Democrats voted 13 times, not the fun food stamps.
Yeah.
And you're blaming Trump?
Yeah, the proof is right there in the pudding. You know, everybody can see the reality. But they're playing the dumb games as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot
That's
of
a
stupid
Democrat for
people.
you. I mean, I wrote it.
We got a lot of stupid people. I'm just saying, hopefully nobody gets offended by the word stupid, but we got a lot of stupid people. We do.
Idiot people, I'm telling you.
Yep.
You know, if Madani, I hope 100% Madani wins the mayor for New York.
You hope?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good for him to win so people can get their heads out of the duffel bag.
Well, maybe. Maybe
well,
things have to get so bad that maybe people will wake up. Maybe. Thank you, Manuel. You take it easy. All right. You probably heard about the story. I'm moving this to the side a little bit so I can see Monica. Okay. You heard about the story of the lady that went into the Gold's Gym. So she goes into and look, I had so much cleaning up to do on this cut. So she goes in the Gold's Gym and she goes to take a shower after working out. Mm-hmm. And she's a singer, performer. I didn't recognize her name. But she goes in the gym to take a shower, and the unthinkable happens. I'll get to that. Tweet of the day this morning being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction. Trusted name across southeast New Mexico. They've got you covered with siding, and, of course, they can take care of commercial and industrial metal buildings, roofing, windows, doors, seamless gutters, and so much more. If you're thinking about giving your home a makeover, or maybe thinking about erecting a carport or a patio, they could do that. Plus the big, big, big metal buildings. Call them 575-391-1430. It's Seminole Siding and Construction.com. So like I said, this lady goes in the Gold Gym. She's working out. She goes to take a shower. And there is a man taking a shower with the TT all over the place. So she's upset. So, look, I had a lot of words that I had to edit to make this airable. And whenever I do that, I'm always praying that I got all the words. But this, look, I think people are waking up.
Yeah.
I think people are waking up to this whole idea of women and men's restroom or men's and women's restroom, especially when it comes to females in sports.
I just had the worst experience ever at the gym, at Gold's Gym, and I think this is probably happening at gyms across America, where like trans women are going into the women's locker room and not really caring about how women feel about it. And it's really hurtful, yo. Like, how you gonna say you want to be a woman or that you are a woman, but you don't give up how women feel? Today I was naked in the locker room. I turned around and there's a man there in boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at me. I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a worker in here. Maybe I missed the sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't fuck to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like, I don't want to deal with this, right? So the girls are walking in and they're seeing the commotion and they actually chime in and say, yo, I don't know why he's in here. He's not supposed to be in here. And then I talk to the people that work at Gold's Gym and they don't really have anything to do. They just like, oh, we can file a report about it, incident report. What the fuck is going on? Like, listen, how can you say you're a woman or you want to be a woman and you don't care how women feel?
Just throwing it out there.
You know, I think at that point, a woman needs a man in their life to step in and be like, I'm
yeah, the problem with that is that the man is going to go to jail And you know what? Business owners should say, hey, look, our policies are so, but nobody wants to offend anybody.
Right.
And this happened in California. Of course, nobody wants to offend anybody. That's part of the problem. Democrat polling numbers are out. CNN, Harry Enton says that Democrats are as popular as venereal disease.
Part of what's going on is one of the reasons why there is no front runner. Nobody wants to put anybody up at the top of their ballot list is because at this particular point, the Democratic brand is in the basement. It is total and complete garbage in the mind of the American public. The Democratic Party's net favorable rating, record lows in all three. Wall Street Journal, 30 points underwater. CNN, 26 points underwater. Gallup, 26 points underwater. And that is being driven in large part by discontent within the Democratic base. The Democratic base wants something different. We'll ultimately end up seeing who they choose. It'll be quite the thing who ultimately gets the rose.
So Democrats are not very popular. The Democrats in the House and the Senate are not very popular at all. And Fox did a big story yesterday. They had a panel of midterm voters, and they spoke to a gentleman who is a member of the Republican Party now, but he talked about when his family came over and came to America. Listen to this.
The difference between being kind, and to me, my faith is one thing is being nice to people from different lands, but they also have to be respectful of our laws. And everybody wants to come to the United States because we have a great economy, have a lot of opportunity, but there's a process to do that. My family has been here since at least the 1700s. There's no one that's gave us a free $1,400 debit card. No one gave us a free apartment. No one gave us anything free. We had to work for it. So there is a process. And if we respect all people, that means that the people that come here need to respect our laws. And that's all that we're saying. We allowed 20 million immigrants in here legally since 2000. How much is too much, and how much are we going to put the burden on the taxpayers? Because the money has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just common sense.
Yeah, just common sense that if we take money away from citizens to give it to foreign nationals, then we won't be able to take care of our own.
Right.
Yep. I love this guy, Representative Mullen from Oklahoma, from the Mullen Ranch. Talks about when the shutdown will end. He was on Fox yesterday.
They went to the rally. They realized that their base was only more dug in. So now, what the Democrats are literally telling us this, they plan on open it back up probably Wednesday or Thursday after the election, after they elect a communist in New York to be the mayor, after the New Jersey's gubernatorial race, after Virginia's governor's race. They're going to come out. They're going to look for an exit ramp because they know they're losing. Shoot, even CNN's polls are showing that this isn't good for them. The American people have already been exposed to, Congresswoman Clark by saying that this is a leverage point for them. You had Chuck Schumer say every day is getting better for them. You had Senator Coons from Delaware goes out and says it's uncomfortable, but it's a leverage point. And even Bernie Sanders goes out and says they can't open it back up because they lose leverage.
Yeah, losing leverage is important, but at this point, their base is going without food, and that might be a problem.
Right.
KOAT did the story about the woman who has been on SNAP for 30 years. Monica, you weren't here yesterday. I think it's a great idea. We give 5 years on SNAP. 5 years in your lifetime, you can be on public assistance.
Yeah.
30 years. 30 years. Her name is Maggie Aragon. She's a New Mexico resident, has relied on food assistance for 30 plus years. 30 years. Listen to what she had to say on the report on KOAT yesterday.
The first thing I did was grab my phone and call, and when I heard $0, my chest went into my throat.
Maggie Aragon has been a SNAP recipient for more than 3 decades. Even with these benefits, she says she also relies on food banks to get enough food.
I have depended on those benefits since the 1990s, and it's detrimental to my life if I don't get them.
There are more than 460,000 New Mexicans using SNAP benefits. Tonight, some of them telling us they don't have those right now. Friday, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham announced $30 million in state funds would be used to supply SNAP users starting November 1st.
We're going to choose feeding families over politics in New Mexico. We're going to do that right now.
By the way, some people got partial SNAP benefits on November 1st, but 30 years on the system. 30 years.
You know,
I wonder if that's the norm.
I think as you were talking about this story, in my mind, I went to a place where, okay, what would justify a person being on SNAP for 30 years? And I could think of somebody who had like a disability.
Yeah,
One.
I mean, look, if they have a disability and don't look, I know plenty of people that are disabled and still
Right.
work.
Yes.
I know. Do you know what comes to mind? Oh, wait a second. Gary Severe, who spoke behind this same mic, not this mic, but in this building for many, many years, was in a wheelchair and still went to work every day.
Every day.
Had other medical issues, still went to work every day.
You're right.
My dad was deaf, still went to work every day. There are plenty of people that have issues that can still go to work. Now, those that can't work, man, we should take care of them.
Yeah.
We should take care of them. To a certain degree, we should
absolutely.
take care of them. No doubt.
And the other one I was thinking of, maybe like foster parents who fostered kids in and out.
Maybe.
Those are the only two circumstances that I could
Well, we got
think
elderly
would justify.
people, like people that get $800 a month from Social Security. They can't live on that. So we should give them, but elderly people getting like $26.
Right. Yeah, they get the
Yeah, I
very
talked to somebody
minimum.
the other day that lives in a senior apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me he's got people that live next to him that, they get like $800 a month
Mm-hmm.
and they get like, $26 a month in food stamps.
Food stamps.
Food stamps. We're not taking care of our elderly, but if you're able-bodied, because once you start staying home and you're lazy and not doing anything, you're just going to keep going down that same road. You're just going to keep going down the same road. All right, still to come, we're going to talk. Secretary Leavitt talks about the Democrats' plan. Speaker of the House talked about health care. How can we fix this? And President Trump says, I just need 5 names, 5 people to raise their hand. I'll get to that coming up in just a second. Running late this morning, being brought to you by Pops Power Washing. Pops Power Washing, never late. 11 years, and Eric has never been late. Give him a call if you want your oil field equipment cleaned, spills cleaned up, or maybe your company fleet taken care of. Call Eric, 575-704-0330. Pops Power Washing, 11 years, and Eric has never been late. If you're waiting on somebody to get out there today and they haven't showed up, call Eric, 575-704-0330. Pops Power Washing. Chuck Schumer suggesting that he's filing with the FCC a complaint for President Trump's unhinged 60-minute interview.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you remember Trump did file a complaint with the FCC and sued 60 Minutes for the
the Kamala Harris.
for the Kamala Harris interview that they edited and doctored, and he's saying they did the same thing for Donald Trump. Well, hey, take it up with CBS, the parent company, if that is the case. Albuquerque man with a extensive criminal history, now sentenced for drug charges. This guy has a history dating back to 1998. Philip Garcia, long criminal history. New charges filed, drug charges filed, and looks like one incident in 2024, Garcia pled guilty to 3 charges of possession, but SWAT was called out to and he was supposed to be sentenced to a maximum of 5 years in prison.
Wow.
But for whatever reason, those charges were dropped, and then he was arrested many times after that. And the judge has sentenced him to 4 years behind bars with these new drug charges. Diane Ladd passed away. The Oscar-nominated actress, mother of Laura Dern, passed away. She was 89 years old. She is best known for movies such as Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, Chinatown, among others. And the Grateful Dead, another member, has died. Donna Jean Godcho McKay passed away, who sang songs with the Grateful Dead in the 1970s. Passed away. She was only 78 years young. All right, we got a lot of things to get back to. We'll keep you updated with everything going on. 7:05 morning show this morning being brought to you by Fusion Medical Spa. Fusion Medical Spa, they're offering this month $200 off spider vein treatments, 20% off the vampire facelifts and facials, 20% off the chemical peels and photo facials, and get $300 off micro needling in 2 areas. They also offer stem cell therapy and so much more. River Crossing in Ruidoso. It's Fusion Medical Spa, 575-4772 or 575-257-4SPA. Get in touch with them today. 706 KWMW Maljamore, 105.1 FM. KWES 93.5 in Ruidoso, and KDAZ AM 700 FM 96.9 in Albuquerque. 706, Monica in the text.
New York is pretty dumb, so I think he has a really good chance at winning, says this texter. I'm sad to say it, too. Liberal Democrats show how incompetent they are with the shutdown. They're only punishing their own voters with this shutdown. I'm a Republican, and my check still comes in every 2 weeks. Get a job, and your checks will also come into your bank account. Roy from Jow said that. That's a good word, Roy. Grumpy Old Man said, hey, B, what was the name of the piece of garbage running for a school board in Carlsbad? The one under investigation? Ivan Rodriguez?
Yeah. And look, and maybe since I have been a victim of people saying things about me in the past, and it turns out to be a bunch of garbage, that I'm always skeptical of ex-wives.
Sure.
Crazy, ex.
Jody from Lovington said, now, if they come back out with that government cheese from back in the day, I'm getting on Snap.
No, I'm telling you, that government cheese, that commodity cheese was special.
I have only ever heard of it. Never got to taste it.
That was special.
If all of the women that go to the gym would demand that their money be returned and say that they're never coming back, that gym might kick the one guy out of their dressing room instead of losing hundreds of women. Money talks and BS walks. That's true, Monty.
Well, the right person is upset. An African-American woman.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a lesbian.
And a lesbian. Oh, yeah.
Kathy from the Patch says, I was a foster parent for many, many years, and we never received SNAP benefits, said Kathy. Were they offered to you, though, Kathy, or no? Like, is that something that you, because I thought that that's something that foster parents received automatically, but I could be completely wrong. I know some people in South Texas that live in the 100% paid for free apartments. They're the same apartments that their great-grandparents lived in. Wow. And why don't you talk about the people that are putting them on SNAP? Those are the buttholes that are causing the problems here, not the poor people that are being manipulated and have been for many decades. Don't you realize that Democrats love to manipulate poor people?
Well,
they have for many years. Yes, biggest
I agree.
fan.
I agree.
Yes. I don't care if I offend anyone. That's how I've always been. The world got soft, said a texter.
Amen.
You must have texted something before that. Okay, no, we didn't. Okay, well.
Yeah, the word world, United States got soft. We got stupid.
Okay. Isn't MLG in Brazil at the moment?
Yeah, she's
Yes.
in Brazil.
Cool Hand Lynn said, Bubble-Headed Bleach Blonde Dirty Laundry by Don Henley. I don't know what they were saying that, though.
Yeah.
These folks are so entitled. This is a soft generation. Almost 100 years ago, men, women, and children were starving to death during the Great Depression. There was no work for them to provide. Some of these SNAP folks are not starving anytime soon. They have a stockpile in their gut. There is plenty of work for able-bodied adults in this country. Get off your tush and be a provider. It sickens me, especially to see men taking advantage of SNAP in order to be lazy.
We're the only country in the world where obese people are poor. Let that sink in for a second.
You are so right.
Obese people are poor. How would that happen if you're poor? And we did the list yesterday, where the money is going. Where is that SNAP money being spent?
Sugary snacks.
1% beans and rice. They ain't eating no damn beans and rice.
Sugary snacks and drinks.
Vegetables, not eating vegetables.
Randy Pettigrew wants to remind everyone that if you are a Republican and you do not vote, you elect a Democrat.
Amen.
And how come we're not talking about the Lee County mayor races, says Gary from the Patch?
Because we're more than just a City of Hobbs radio station. We're now
we
cover the entire state, so we talk about it, but
right. But like we talk about some of the other mayor races too, and we did a complete hour-long forum.
Yeah, you can find that on YouTube if you'd like to go check that out. But we can't just talk about one race. Because when we do that, we alienate Artesia or Carlsbad or everywhere else, Albuquerque, Ruidoso, Alamogordo. Maybe we just become too big for our britches.
We've got a few more. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, well, give me two more.
Okay. Chip said, hey, Patriot Larry, I hope you're having a great day, man. Hippie from the Patch says, good morning. I hope y'all have a great day. What makes me uncomfortable is all the Democrats that'll look you in the eyes and lie straight to your face. Peace. And Smokey says the only thing that the state of New Mexico does right and does well is screw the citizens and the oil field.
No doubt about that. All right, quick check of the weather being brought to you by Randall Pettigrew. He just called in, just texted in and said, don't forget, if you Republicans, if you don't vote, you're voting for a Democrat. By default.
Yeah.
Randy Pettigrew reminding you today is election day. Get out and vote. He's in District 61. He's not on the ballot. But he's still encouraging you to get out and vote. He is a conservative. He is a constitutional conservative, meaning that he is going to follow the Constitution of New Mexico and the Constitution of the United States of America. He continues to fight back from this very far left radical group up there in Santa Fe. We got another session coming up soon. The governor will spend that money on a session. This time it's going to be about food stamps, better known as SNAP nowadays. Randy puts out a newsletter. Go check out the newsletter. Sign up for it today at randallpettigrew.com. You can also follow him on Facebook. Look for the beard guy from District 61, Randy Pettigrew. Message paid for by Randy Pettigrew. Sunny today, getting up to 84 today for southeast New Mexico, 69 and sunny all day today in Ruidoso and Lincoln County, Albuquerque 78 and sunny skies. We're going to take a break, get you updated with all the news being brought to you by our buddies at Zia Guns, 1907 North Main. I did it. 1907 North Main in Roswell. Over 1,000 guns in stock. Handguns, rifles, shotguns. Looking for personal protection. They've got you covered. Lethal and non-lethal personal protection. Zia Guns. Trade in, trade up. Their number 622-0023. Starting to look for Christmas gifts. I know it's early. It's never too early. Benchmade knives. They've got guns. Trade in your old gun to get a better gun. If you're looking for personal protection, they've got you covered there. 1907 North Main in Roswell. Don't forget, closed on Saturday, always open on Sunday. 7:15, we're beyond the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. Tuesday is Election Day across the country, and in New Mexico, the hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything from mayor and city council races to sheriff and school board members, as well as other local and state board positions, will be on the ballot. Some positions are nonpartisan, meaning there is no party affiliation to the specific position, such as mayor races, and others, like the sheriff races, are partisan, meaning candidates must declare a party. Please check with your county clerk's office for voting locations, or go to the New Mexico Secretary Secretary of State website at sos.nm.gov. Some counties, particularly in the southeast portion of the state, have a historically poor voter turnout, especially in odd-numbered years. Please vote and make your voice heard. In Texas, there will be 17 constitutional amendments, usually listed as statewide propositions, at the top of the ballot for voters to vote on. That includes a $51 billion in property tax cut for homeowners and businesses, and other proposed amendments would prevent the state from imposing additional taxes on personal or business capital gains, securities transactions, and those working in securities and inheritances. Other proposals would fund water infrastructure, the Texas State Technical College, and Proposition 14 will provide funding to research on dementia treatment and prevention. A few proposals would amend the Constitution to limit when a person can be released on bail, enshrine parental rights, clarify citizenship requirements for Texas voters, and overhaul the State Commission on Judicial Conduct. And Lee County Commissioners are partnering with the Consumer Energy Alliance in support of the reuse of treated produced water for non-potable uses, aiming to conserve limited fresh water supplies and push back against the state of New Mexico's rules. Commissioners unanimously voted on a resolution of support with hopes to, quote, get things back on track to speed things up. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
There's nothing more magical than 80,000 cubic feet of hot air flying overhead. Join us in Artesia, New Mexico for the 42nd annual Balloons and Tunes Festival, November 7th through the 9th. Friday kicks off with fun flights from local schools. Then Saturday and Sunday mornings, watch the skies fill with color as hot air balloons launch at dawn from Eagle Draw Park. Stick around for inflatable costume races, bounce houses, and even remote control balloons. Food and coffee trucks will keep you fueled for the fun. Saturday night, 5th and Texas comes alive at the Artesia Arts Council's Balloons, Bands, and Brews. With food trucks, local New Mexico brews, live music, and the Artesia High School Marching Band performing alongside balloon pilots in a fiery concert you won't forget. Admission is free, with only $10 entry into the beer garden. Plan your weekend getaway to Artesia, November 7th through the 9th for the Balloons and Tunes Festival. For more information, give us a call at 575-746-2744 or visit artesiachamber.com. Paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Attention, art lovers. Join Legacy Art Studios at the Yacasio Performing Arts Center in Artesia on November 15th from 2 to 4 p.m. for an unforgettable art show featuring the incredible Mark Smith. Enjoy a stunning array of his work, from mesmerizing marble and bronze sculptures to unique gypsum creations. Don't miss the chance to bid on your favorite piece in a silent auction featuring a one-of-a-kind mixed media sculpture combining stainless steel, bronze, and marble. Something truly special. You'll also find captivating acrylic and oil paintings, plus exquisite mirror etchings. Meet Mark in person, enjoy free entry, and savor delightful refreshments. Check out some of Mark's artwork on their Facebook page, Legacy Art Studio. They can't wait to see you there.
This show is being paid for by the Artesia Arts Council.
Apache Spirit Club members age 55 and better, it's time to trot for cash this November. Join us for the High Fives for 55 $11,000 Turkey Trot Slot Tournament at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Earn points Wednesdays from 1 to 4:50 p.m. and play the Turkey Trot Slot Tournament for your shot at up to $500 cash. The High Fives for 55 $11,000 Turkey Trot Slot Tournament only at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Must be 21 or older. Visit innofthemountaingods.com or see Apache Spirit Club booth for details.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today. Like the Kubota L-Series compact tractor, the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
You know Benny's Western Store in Artesia is your headquarters for boots, hats, shirts, and jeans. But did you know that Benny's also carries a huge assortment of firearms? Head down to 205 West Main to see the amazing discounts that are available on their firearms and ammo. Benny's also has a huge shipment of jewelry and FR clothing that is priced to sell. New items arriving weekly. You won't find a bigger selection at a better price anywhere. Benny's Western Store, 205 West Main in Artesia, or find them on Facebook.
Old Jack's, Lovington's hometown drive-in, offering everything you need to heat up and cool down. From your favorite poncho burger to the best banana split around. They're even serving up some new desserts. Specials for the week of November 1st through the 7th are steak fingers. The Red Bull is WandaVision, and the drink of the week is Wanderlust. You can find their daily and weekly food and drink specials posted on Facebook. Old Jack's, 321 West Avenue D in Lovington, or call ahead at 575-396-5328.
Good morning, Snowflake. No! Reality awaits you.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Permian Ford in Hobbs, New Mexico, home of the lifetime Permian Powertrain promise. Conservative values, conservative talk on Be in the Breakfast.
What can be, unburdened by what has been. What can be.
Call 877-396-W105.
We've got your news to go.
Kids in Maryland found needles in their trick-or-treat bags. It gets worse. They also found a box of raisins. There is now a turkey and gravy flavored Oreo. It coincides with the unveiling of Oreo's new slogan, "We hate you." Yes, look for new turkey and gravy flavored Oreos. Each package includes a complimentary barf bag. And Diddy turns 56 today. Other inmates will gather around him to sing, "For he's a jolly good felon." This is not headline news.
Yeah, I saw a picture of Diddy and just laughing it up with the boys inside. Somebody, I don't know how they get that picture out. And a part of me doesn't want to know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but then I think about, well, you got people that are actually doing an entire TikTok live
Yeah.
from prison.
They got to make their money somehow, right?
That's crazy. TikTok live while locked up, incarcerated.
That's nuts.
That's nuts. You're right.
The whole idea of allowing that is kind of crazy.
And Diddy would know nuts.
Yeah, most definitely he would. Most definitely. He looked very happy, I will say that. As the government shuts down and drags on, President Trump will tap $5.2 billion contingency fund that will provide partial SNAP benefits until November. And it's kind of like you wanting pizza. Back in the day, you were poor, you wanted pizza, and you had to scrape up enough money to buy that pizza, and then you were cutting out coupons and the whole thing. Yeah. That's kind of what we're doing to SNAP right now. Okay. It's kind of sad that close to 25%, a quarter of the people in America are on food stamps. We did that last week. But
it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing that all these people and people that need it, by God, let's give it to them.
Yep.
Mothers that are out there busting their hump to feed their kids and take care of their kids, but have deadbeat dads. But we know of the abuse. We know the abuse is real. We know it. For decades, they have said that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Now, who came up with that? I mean, who came up with that? Because somewhere there is some millennial just waking up going, breakfast, man, brunch is the time to shine. I'm not getting out of bed.
Real nutritionist.
By the way, that was another thing that came out when it came to SNAP benefits.
Mm-hmm.
What was the percent of eggs that was spent on eggs?
Very low.
It was like 1.32%.
Very low.
Spent on eggs.
They like spending money on steak.
Beans. 0.52%. Less than
So
a
you mean
half
there's
a percent.
actually a study?
Yeah,
we had all the numbers yesterday.
Yeah, they.
Oh, interesting. I want to see it.
Sugary drinks. Sugary drinks was way high. I posted it up on
snacks.
that is up on my Facebook page, so you can go check it out on Facebook. Gayle King denying that she is going to be leaving CBS Mornings. Her contract ends in May. A lot of people saying she is going to depart because CBS is cutting a lot of dead weight. And dead weight, yes, Gayle King. And melatonin. If you've been using melatonin for a long time, brand new study came out, and I don't have that study in front of me, but it was from, I want to believe it was like the Heart Association, American Heart Association came out with the study that says if you use melatonin long term, like every night to go to sleep, often, it's used because you are having trouble sleeping. But if you're using it, long term, there is a higher risk of heart failure and heart failure hospitalizations. So you can go and find that story. It's fairly easy. Just type in melatonin and heart failure. You'll be able to find that story fairly quick.
I don't think you should be using it every night anyway.
No. I know people that have been hooked on NyQuil PM and use NyQuil PM. Just get you a bottle of Jack.
Yeah. Just take a couple shots before you go to bed.
No, I mean, that's basically what that is anyway. It's got Tylenol, and alcohol. That's pretty much it. Deadly combination. One will kill your liver, and the other will kill your liver. Both of them together, double compounded. Looks like Nancy Pelosi. Is she leaving office? There are people saying that she will not run for another term, which would be awesome.
Well, she's what, 80 what? 2?
Yeah.
3?
Yeah, yesterday she was back in California, and she was there to talk about redistricting with her nephew, Gavin Newsom. Yes, I said nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she said President Trump is a vile creature, and he's the worst thing on the face of the earth. You mean he's worse than the guy that was hammering your husband? He's worse than that guy? Is that what you're saying? He's worse than that guy? Wow. Las Vegas, rolling out the Tesla Cybertrucks, worth $115,000 each after a donation from the tech billionaire. Las Vegas Metro Police Department announcing they're rolling out America's largest fleet of Tesla Cybertrucks. They're not cheap. Up to $115,000 a piece, and they have arrived as a donation from the Silicon Valley power couple Ben and Felicia Hardswitz. So the Vegas Police Department gets the donation of the Cybertrucks. Elon Musk said, by the way, thank you. And Hopkinsville, Kentucky, 48-year-old man apprehended by the police stealing 9 cases of beer from one place. 9 cases. Started Sunday morning about 8:45 a.m.
Oh.
That's an early morning beer run.
Yeah.
And stole 9 cases. By the way, they found some of the beer. And by the way, he didn't care about brand or variety. He didn't care. He was not a beer snob.
No.
Look, this guy's just trying to hand out beer in the neighborhood.
Doing his civic duty.
That's it. I mean, that's what he's doing. There was a need, and he's trying to fill the need. President Trump won't attend the arguments before the U.S. Supreme Court. He had said he would, but he did come out and say that if they rule against his tariffs, that it would ruination is the word he used. That's what he used. He used the word. We would be defenseless and face ruination. That's the president used the word ruination. Is ruination a real word? Mm-hmm. It is. Ruination is a real word. Mm-hmm. So the president saying that we will face ruination. Definition of ruination, that we will ruin.
Yes.
Anyway, look, I think what's going to happen is that the Supreme Court's going to rule that some of the tariffs will continue and that some of those have to be approved by Congress. That's probably the way that's going to go. Albuquerque police shoot a suspect accused of shooting at them on I-40. The problem is the police are always better shots.
Sure.
They practice for free. Mm-hmm. You have to pay for your ammo. And if you're just a low-lying thug, you just can't afford the ammo that they can afford because they're shooting for free. So Albuquerque police shot the suspect after he shot at them Monday morning on Interstate 40 west of Albuquerque. Happened about 4 a.m. in the morning. Eastbound I-40, mile marker 138 near the Route 66 casino. Officers pulled up to a car, and they said was trying to stop through. Had been trying to stop throughout the night when they tried to pull him over. That's when the suspect shot at them. Claude Laska is his name. By the way, he is a violent felon and has been charged with multiple things. They've been searching for this guy since October 9th.
Wow.
So he shot at them. They shot back at him. They are much better shots than he is. And, when you say the name Matthew Lillard, I was like, who is that guy?
The actor. He played Shaggy and Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. When his name was mentioned, I was like
zoinks.
Who is that? Who is that guy? But when he starts screaming, F ICE.
Yeah, he's the very leftist.
Screw Trump and all this type of stuff. I have to go look him up. And as I looked him up, that's probably, is that what he's best known for? Scooby-Doo?
Scream.
Scream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That guy.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy.
Like zoink, Scooby.
Yeah.
I never liked him. There's a reason.
Hello, Sydney.
I just always thought he was like stupid.
I don't know that you're far off.
Well, he still is. He definitely still is. And 120 illegal aliens arrested in Houston in one day.
It's a good start.
One day.
Good start.
And they had already gone in there and arrested like 1,400 in a week.
Mm-hmm.
But in one day, ICE went in there and took 120 illegal aliens off the road and an operation where they were just looking for criminal illegal aliens. And so they're cleaning house along with DPS. How many illegal aliens do you think live in Houston? I'm going to tell you right now, it's well over 1 million.
I was going to say several. I was going to say several 100,000, but yeah.
I would say 500,000 easy.
I would agree.
And have you gone to Houston lately? When you go to Houston, there's every flag in the world is represented.
Mm-hmm.
You're just kind of looking around going, damn, is this the UN or what?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to tell you about pasta that could kill you. No. Taking out the trash coming up. You don't want to eat this pasta. It could kill you.
Oh, you got to eat it. Okay, I was thinking maybe you'd throw it at somebody.
Yeah, throw it against the wall. That type of stuff. No, you got to eat it. All right, morning show this morning made brought to you by Outlast Makeup Mirror and Grooming Tool ×1 ×5 ×10 magnification with LED lights. It brightens it, and you'll be able to see exactly where the makeup goes. Trimming the beard, making sure you look good too, guys. That's kind of important. Having to shave in the dark is never good. Never good. Come out of there, you got one goatee that is up here, the other one that's down here.
Oh,
so all day when you smile, you got to do to make it look good. Look, this thing travels easy. The Outlast Makeup Mirror weighs less than 4 pounds. You take it on the road with you. It comes in a traveling case. Cool thing is it will fit inside your carry-on luggage if you're flying nowadays. 575-631-3189 at lastmakeupmirror.com. You can also find them on Facebook, and they've just rolled out the pocket mirrors, $29.99 for the small pocket mirrors. If you already got the Outlast Makeup Mirror, you can take it on the go with you. $39.99 for the one that goes in your purse. It's at lastmakeupmirror.com. A call and talk to Rebecca Long, 575-631-3189. Press Secretary Leavitt took questions yesterday, and she ended up giving the Democratic plan, the plan that the Dems have to fix this mess that we're in today.
What did the Democrats want in their continuing resolution? They inserted a provision to undo a provision in the Working Families Tax Cut, the One Big Beautiful Bill, that ended taxpayer-funded health care illegal benefits for illegal aliens. Democrats' proposal would require Medicaid to pay more for emergency care provided to illegal aliens than Medicaid does for American patients who are disabled, elderly, or children. And this bill would have also allowed California to continue a gimmick that funds its Medicaid for illegals program. Those are things that we ended, the Trump administration ended, with the passage and the signage of the One Big Beautiful Bill. And it is an undisputed fact, a fact that under the Biden administration, illegal aliens were absolutely receiving taxpayer-funded health care benefits. In fact, in fiscal year 2024, Medicaid costs for emergency services for illegal immigrants skyrocketed by 142% from the previous year to $9.1 billion. That's $9.1 billion taxpayer dollars that were going to emergency services for illegals. Between President
By the way, that's just emergency services. $9.1 billion for emergency services. Mike Johnson talked about the shutdown and talked about the health care.
False claim number 3, Democrats are fighting for health care. You've heard this over and over and over. Let me say something very simply about this false claim. It is the Democrats who created Obamacare. It is the Democrats who did that without any Republican votes. It's the Democrats who, by extension, have cost the American taxpayers and people who have health insurance have made their costs skyrocket. It is their policies that made that happen. And so instead of reforming it, the Democrats don't reform Obamacare. They want to subsidize it. They want to spend more taxpayer dollars. That, by the way, goes mostly to insurance companies, which makes the cost rise further. That's the Democrats' plan. When they passed Obamacare in 2010, they called it the Affordable Care Act. We know the truth is exactly the opposite. By some estimates, premiums have risen 60%.
So if Affordable Care was so good, why would we have to subsidize it?
Good question.
Why? And President Trump says, look, I need 5 Democrats. I just need 5 hands.
Obamacare is terrible. It's bad health care at far too high a price. We should fix that. We should fix it. And we can fix it with the Democrats. All they have to do is let the country open and we'll fix it. They have to let the country open and I'll sit down with the Democrats and we'll fix it. But they have to let the country. And you know what they have to do? All they have to do is raise 5 hands. We don't need all of them.
Yeah, all we need is 5. All right, we're going to hear from The View coming up in a second. The View is very upset over the Mar-a-Lago Halloween party. They're ticked. They are mad. There's a bunch of hornets in a nest. Yeah, they're very mad. All right, prepared pasta sold at 2 major grocery stores, tied to 6 deaths and over 24 illnesses.
Bow tie ones.
So, yeah, they're talking about the prepared meals. I'm looking for the name. Center for Disease Control and Prevention came out. Reported deaths: Hawaii, Michigan, Oregon, Texas, and Utah. And prepared pasta meals.
And I think, I may be wrong, but I think this is the same story they were talking about. That it's those little packages like you get at Albertsons that have like the pasta stuff.
This is called Nate's Fine Food.
Yes,
have recalled the pasta salad and prepared dishes with the name Nate's.
They make it for those grocery store chains.
Oh, for the chains. So I'm not going to eat any pasta from this point on. I mean, for right now.
Just give it up for a while.
You go over there where they got like the pimento cheese and the chicken salad, and they have something with the little bow tie pasta in it.
Yeah,
it's that one.
I'm just going to abstain from pasta for right now. Just for a couple,
fair.
For a couple weeks. I'm not supposed to be eating it anyway. All right, 7:38. Monica, you missed us yesterday. We started the challenge. We're doing the push-up challenge. Blake did his 66 yesterday. Yep. I did 40 yesterday, and then another 26 at the gym.
Right. I love
and to make my 66, are you going to jump on this?
Yes.
You can do it in multiples. Like I do 3 sets of 22.
I don't have to do it all at one time?
No, you can do.
I'm going to see if I can do 66 in a row today.
But I do 3 sets of 22, and if you need to do 6 sets of 10 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is we're raising money and awareness for our veterans that are committing suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Not only our veterans active duty, 22 a day. Let that number, wrap that number around your head. 22 active duty and vets commit suicide a day. We've had several of our Look, they commit suicide at the VA, sitting in the parking lot because they're so frustrated. We want to give health insurance to people that haven't paid in a damn penny into this country. And men and women that have bled for this country, we treat them like crap. Let that just sink in for a second. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. All right, we'll check the text coming up next, 20 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. Morning show this morning being brought to you by WWRV times3.com, 988-0392. Quiet, affordable place to park your RV if you're working in or around Carlsbad. They have 3 RV parks. Find the one that is nearest the job site or wherever you want to stay. They got 162 RV hookups, 30 and 50 amps available. That includes all your utilities, including that high-speed internet that's wired right to your hookup. They're pet-friendly, very well lit up, and a nice place. Go to the website, check them out, WWRV times3.com, 988-0392. Check them out today. Up next, we'll talk about a deputy that rescues a young boy and had to take down the knife-wielding brother. We'll get to that coming up next. 19 away from 8. Monica in the text.
It's sad to hear that $22 a day while these illegal, not $22, sorry, 22 people a day while these illegals get catered to.
Veteran.
And what's going on with the bridge between Roswell and Artesia? Is that ever going to get fixed? Who do we contact?
Look, the governor is busy in Brazil right now. She's worried about climate change. She ain't got time for no damn bridge.
Well, she will tell you that climate change caused the bridge to go out. So therefore, why should she fix it?
Well-groomed beard guy said Dick Cheney died today. You know, I woke up to that this morning and I immediately went to Wikipedia because I was like, how did he die? And Wikipedia.
That dude had his first heart attack when he was 37 and continued to smoke.
Yeah, Wikipedia listed his death as yesterday. So do you think he died in the wee hour?
I think he died early in the morning, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Wikipedia is not necessarily a good choice for anything.
Yeah, that's a man and a woman that control the news, a couple.
Well, that's Snopes that you're talking about.
Yeah, you're right.
But Wikipedia, anyone can edit it.
Yeah.
Like you can go in and say that Bigfoot killed him, and until somebody comes along and
I had a friend,
changes it,
somebody edited the information on the internet about him, and it wasn't really nice, and he played hell getting it all changed back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll give $1,000 to any Democrat that can tell me how and prove to me how Trump is evil. Skinny Randy said, I work at the local food bank, and it sickens me. It also makes me sad because there are so many people who need assistance with food and bills, but it also sickens me that there are families out there that take advantage of the system, who drive nice, expensive cars. Hell, this last month, we've gotten over 2,000 new families who are in need. Open the dang government, Chuck, and get your head out of your chuck hole and open the government already. Stop letting Trump live free in your stubborn heads. Oh, Skinny Randy.
You go, boy.
If someone's willing to talk like that about doing that to a child, what else is there to question? His morals, his mindset, they're all messed up. Just to even say he'd do something like that. So I don't understand how you're not against him, B. For what?
I mean, look, it's not that I'm not against somebody. I'm skeptical about the way the conversation was recorded and how she obtained that conversation and why she didn't. So it's not that I'm not against him. They find this guy guilty, and as we find more information out, I'll step up. But I also believe that there are spiteful people out there that are bitter and will do anything. I can edit a phone call with anybody, making it sound that like they said something they didn't say. So I'm not, hey, when it comes time,
that's just editing.
Amen.
There are no, coming back to the lady in the Gold's Gym bathroom, lady man, there are no cameras in the bathrooms or locker rooms. Beat them MFers down, said this texter.
Oh, look like this woman could beat him down too.
Yeah.
This texter said, did you guys talk about the train derailed in Hagerman? Have you heard anything about it?
I didn't hear about a train derailment. There was an accident. No, we did talk about that.
We did, right?
Yeah,
That was-
single car crash.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And Kathy from the Patch answered me back. She said, no, they never really offered us SNAP benefits. They only give you $100 when you first get your kids to get them clothes, and many of them don't have underwear, socks, things like that. So it's really not good. Aww.
Yeah, I talked about that train and the train conductor unharmed. Hazmat is on the way out there. That happened about 6:15 this morning on Navajo and Oxford Road, north of Hagerman. And so that's pretty much all we know. Sheriff's Department has not done a update on that as of yet.
How crazy it is that we have idiots in this country thinking that these illegals aren't receiving any benefits from the government and they aren't costing Americans anything. Tell me you're stupid without telling me you're stupid.
Well, I got taking out trash coming up. You got to hear this.
Big stinking government cheese couldn't take a dump for 2 weeks, said this texter. And if you keep talking about SNAP, I'm going to SNAP. LOL. Just kidding, said Junior. You know, unfortunately, Junior, that's a big topic right now because it affects so many people in different ways. And
yeah, I don't see an update on that train accident. So that's pretty much all I got. So if you're near there, let me know. I would love to. I was trying to think of where the train passes there.
And the Carlsbad Current Argus reported that the city council is giving themselves and the mayor a 300% raise.
Mm-hmm.
Great Hunter Ed instructors.
How much do they make? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to be honest with you. City of Lovington, they make $500 a month.
Yeah.
And
every city council should probably make more than that.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm on the phone with people, constituents. $500 a month is nothing.
No.
For the work that you're going to put in. Now, I'm going to tell you, if there was a job, county commissioners is the job. They make close to $40,000 a year.
35, I think.
Yeah. And they only meet one time a year. I mean, one time a month.
But they have other meetings and stuff they have to go to as well.
But still, for $36,000.
And they have people on the phone all the time. It is a job. It's a full-time job.
Yeah, it is definitely a job. But you can do another job while you're doing that job.
Okay, last one. This texter said, and we all watched the World Series just to make sure Canada didn't win. Could you imagine the rhetoric?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I got taken out trash coming up next. We're Beyond the Breakfast Club. Deputy saves a young boy who was being held hostage. Unfortunately, had to take down his brother. So Florida Sheriff Deputy heroically rescued a 7-year-old boy over the weekend by stopping a knife-wielding older brother with a single shot. Precise shot right to the head. Body cam footage has captured the moment the deputy kicked down the locked bedroom door after hearing the boy's desperate cries for help. Moments later, he opened fire as the other brother rushed in with a knife to stab the deputy or kill the boy. Incident happened Sunday when Deputy Anthony Gonzalez, 25 years of age, responded to the domestic violence call at a home near Tampa, Florida, according to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Suspect Mario Camacho, 27 years old, reportedly armed with a knife, was choking his younger brother. The sister called 911. So they rescued the little 7-year-old boy, and that's when the older Camacho rushed in and was going to try to stab his brother and the deputy, and the deputy took him out with one shot right there in the forehead.
Wow.
Little boy is safe. Can you imagine? I'm sure is going to have to undergo a lot of treatment after that. Whoopi Goldberg tears up as the co-host passed a note clarifying a joke she made about Trump using the auto pen, and Whoopi got ticked off. Whoopi took the note proceeded to take the note and tear it up. Thank you, Whoopi Goldberg. That show, when we talk about unhinged people,
Yeah.
that is the show.
And they just keep getting fatter.
Well, I will say this much. Sonny Holstein,
living up to her name,
is still, very nice and attractive. But Whoopi.
Well, maybe.
Whoopi. And then the other
Navarro.
She's
getting kind of around.
Anna Gardita. Navarro. Anyway, here's what they had to say about the big Halloween party at Mar-a-Lago. Can't the President of the United States, I don't even believe the President was at the Halloween party because he did that interview with 60 Minutes. Saturday, he was somewhere else, so I don't even know if he was at the Halloween party. But listen to what they had to say about the rich shoving it in people's faces.
They just hate America.
Don't look. I know plenty of people that had Halloween parties over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because life goes on. Life goes on. Listen to the View.
You know, there seems to be a lot of blowback over the Halloween theme party at Mar-a-Lago this year, which I guess was inspired by the Jazz Age novel of the rich and privileged, The Great Gatsby. And a lot of folks say this was a bad look in a time when the economy's tanking, grocery prices are up, and 40 million plus just lost SNAP benefits. Who thought it was a good idea is the question being asked, and I have no idea.
It was not a good idea. It was not a good idea. I don't know who came up with that theme, but it's almost like, Marie Antoinette and Let Them Eat Cake. When you have all of these people barely surviving.
By the way, let's start with the economy. The economy, by the way, is 2 months on the upward tick.
Mm-hmm.
Inflationary numbers are down. It looks like everything is look at the stock market. I don't know where you find this economy that's down. And I get it. There are 40 million people that are on SNAP that didn't get their SNAP benefits, but blame that on the Democrats.
Come on.
Well, and here's the other thing. When you're going to have a party and you're going to have a theme for the party, you don't come up with that a week before that happens. That's been months in the making.
Yeah, and President Trump, they did show pictures. He was there.
And yeah, he was. And, Whoopi, tell me you're illiterate without telling me you're illiterate. You obviously did not read The Great Gatsby.
Right.
I didn't go to a Halloween party, but there are plenty of people who went to Halloween parties.
And they had themes.
And they all had themes. And look, I get it. 40 million people are on SNAP. I'll say it again.
Cows.
Why are 40 million people on SNAP when we have job openings everywhere?
Why aren't any of those multimillionaire cows giving their money?
I'm just saying, if I needed a job today, I could probably have a job by tomorrow.
Probably.
I mean, and I'm not talking about any fancy job. I'm sure I could go to any Allsups and pick up a shift.
I bet so.
I bet I could go to any Stripes and get hired.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Everywhere I go, people will look at their help wanted signs.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
I'm just going to say I'm not going to be picky. If I need a job, I'll go find a job.
Right. You just got to do what you got to do.
A lot of times
people
say, why doesn't your wife work? Because I'm going to be honest with you why she doesn't work. When we first got together, she worked.
Mm-hmm.
But with this weekend, if I want to go somewhere, I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to worry about her working or not working or whatever. So I'll compensate the money that she would get paid. I'll share my money with her, and that sounds like a better plan to me because when I want to go somewhere, I want to go.
I mean, and I'll just go one up because that speaks of who you are as a man. Honestly, like if your wife doesn't have to work, then she doesn't have to work. Like it'd be different if you had her at home collecting SNAP or something. You know what I mean? Like that's completely different. Like
she asked me that the other day. She goes, "Why haven't we ever been on this SNAP?" I said, because we don't have to be. We're blessed to have what we have. And that's important.
But that attitude, not from her, but there's a lot of people that sheds light on, right? Like she said, why haven't we? And you said, because we don't need to. So she's like, okay. But there's a lot of people who say, well, I don't need it, but why can't I have free stuff?
They want to abuse the system.
Yes.
They want to be part of the downturn and downfall of America.
Amen.
That's what they want to do. And when we have immigrants coming into this country, knowing about food stamps, knowing about free health care, knowing about where to go for all this stuff, somebody is educating them before they get here about all the benefits in America. Sonny Holstein also told the Democrats, do not cave.
He doesn't even have concepts of a plan, right? She pressed him on that, and he said, let's get the Democrats back to the table, let's open up the government, and then we will talk about health care. Let's be very clear. They are not going to just talk about health care if the Democrats cave, and I don't think the Democrats should cave to this Republican shutdown, because it is a Republican shutdown.
It is not.
Republicans run the House, they run the Senate, they run the White House, and dare I say, they probably run the Supreme Court of the United States of America. So there's no question.
By the way, fake news, and evidently you failed civics.
Right.
You failed civics because it takes 60 votes, and we don't have the 60 votes.
But they're willfully ignorant.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. All right, still to come, taking out trash, 756, taking out trash, being brought to you by our buddies at Trash Eaters, trash-eaters.com, veteran-owned and operated. Call Kayleen, 575-408-1719, trash-eaters.com for more information. They offer residential trash pickup. They have the 96-gallon polycart. If you're a commercial customer, they have 2- and 4-yard metal dumpsters. And they have the big roll-off containers. If you show up on location today and you got a bunch of stuff that needs to be hauled away, they have the roll-off container. Give them a call, 575-408-1719. Kayleen standing by this morning, proud sponsor of Taking Out the Trash on a beautiful Tuesday morning. Well, if I said 47% of migrant households with young children are on food stamps, would that surprise you?
Nope.
47% of migrants are getting SNAP benefits and some special supplemental nutrition program for infants and children and welfare. 47%, half of migrants that come to this country are on benefits. During an interview with Fox News, Agricultural Secretary who runs the food stamp program, Brooke Rollins, revealed the agency uncovered thousands and thousands of cases of individuals defrauding SNAP and WIC. By the way, there are 5,000 people that are actually dead that are getting SNAP benefits every month. 5,000. 5,000 dead people getting SNAP. Somebody's using that card. And then they discovered 47% of immigrant households with children under the age of 6 are getting SNAP and WIC, compared to just 31% of native-born American heads of households with young kids getting SNAP. Wow. The abuse continues. Mm-hmm. People abusing the system. People coming to the country and knowing how to suck the system.
Mm-hmm.
We can have open borders. We can have free giveaway programs, social programs. Unfortunately, we can't have both because it will destroy America as we know it. Taking out trash this morning. Being brought to you by Trash Eaters. I'm dunking this one right in the trash can. It's filled. So it was very easy. I was kind of scared it was going to roll off. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about 2 people killed in the North Valley in a crash. Man with ties to New Mexico has been charged with maybe spying on spying on America? We'll talk about that. And the dashboard for mental health is available. Some preschools and Head Start are going to be shutting down because of the shutdown. You would think the governor, with all that money they give away, she could fund that also. So isn't that halfway funded by the state? So it's funded by the state and the feds. You would think she could step up and fund that for the kids. I mean, it is for the kids. Instead, we have the lady that's been on SNAP for 33 years.
Right.
By
Proud
God.
of it.
Proud of it.
And very proud of it. I've been sucking the system for 30 years. I'm very proud of it. I'm going to go on TV and do, it used to be those type of programs, nobody would want to talk about it because they were shamed. They were ashamed of being on those programs. Nowadays, people are like, man, it's a badge of damn honor.
I know.
It's a badge of honor. My kids are on social assistance, and look at the shoes. They got $200 Jordans. Well, Jordans aren't even the shoes nowadays. The LeBrons, I'm sorry, or the Kylies or whatever they are. Straight up 8 o'clock, KWMW, Maljamar, 105.1 FM, KWES, 93.5 in Rio Doso. And this morning, if you're listening in Albuquerque, you're probably listening to KDAZ AM 700, FM 96.9 in Albuquerque. We appreciate you guys listening. Don't forget, you can always listen online. Our program is on YouTube, Facebook, X, Kick, Twitter, Rumble, you name it. We're on all those places. Make sure and like and share us with your friends and give us a review if you are able to do that. 8:01, we got to get to things that happened on this date in history. Being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms, Indoor Firing Range, 236 East Navajo and Hobbs. Veteran-owned and operated. Huge selection of firearms. State-of-the-art indoor firing range, plus the Milo FBI training simulator. Pay by the month or pay by the hour. Open 7 days a week. They have optics, suppressors, all your gun accessories, tactical gear, grunt-style clothing. Plus, they offer financing for your firearms. Go in there and talk to them. 2A Tactical Firearms, Indoor Firing Range, 236 East Navajo. Or you can find them at 2atacticalrange.com, proud sponsor of things that happen on this date in history.
It was on this date in 1862 that Dr. Gatling patented the machine gun. In 1880, the very first cash register was patented by James and John Riddy of Dayton, Ohio.
Ka-ching!
That was back in the day when cashiers could actually figure out your change.
Yeah.
And on this day in 1904, Harvard Stadium was introduced as the first facility exclusively built for football games. So that means up until that time, tailgaters had nowhere to go. And in 1922, Howard Carter discovered the entrance to King Tut's tomb in Egypt. Just think, if he hadn't found that, we might not have heard of Steve Martin. He did the King Tut routine. Have you heard it?
No.
Oh, you got to go look it up. Well, on this day in 1939, the Packard debuted at the auto show as the first ever car with air conditioning.
Ooh.
They're not around anymore. Birthdays today. Des Bryant is 37. Who did he play for, Monica?
The Cowboys.
He did. He also played for the Saints and the Ravens, so not a lot of people know that. Well, all right. Matthew McConaughey is 56 today. Woody Harrelson. Yeah, Woody Harrelson plans to find an even nicer restaurant across from wherever Matthew is celebrating. You can look up why. Jeff Probst. I don't know how you say his name. It's that Probst. He's the host of Survivor. He turned 63. He's going to blow out the torches on his cake. Ralph Macchio, the original Karate Kid, turned 64 today and still wax on, wax off. Comedian Kathy Griffin, or so-called comedian Kathy Griffin, turned 65. Remember when she used to have a career?
Yeah, it was before she did the whole beheading of Trump.
Yes.
Yeah. No relation to Peter Griffin, but she wishes there was, even though he's a cartoon. Former First Lady Laura Bush turns 79 today. So apparently was at the Cowboy game over the weekend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, also at the Baylor-Miami game.
So no Chuck E. Cheese for her. No longer with us. You knew I was going to get that in. Loretta Swit would have been 88. Do you know who she was?
Loretta Swit.
Hot Lips Houlihan.
That's right, off of MASH. Marky Post left us in 2021. She was on Night Court.
I remember Night Court vaguely.
Oh, you got to go watch reruns. It's good.
Okay.
Doris Roberts, who played Ray's mom on Everybody Loves Raymond. She left us in 2016.
Oh, yeah.
Newscaster extraordinaire Walter Cronkite left us in 2009. And Alfred Heineken left us in 2002. Of course, he was the Dutch brewery genius. Today is Election Day. So please get out and vote. Kevin?
That's it?
That's it.
That's it?
That's
Es
it.
todo.
That's it. I didn't even do my push-ups. I'm going to have to do those during the break. I'll see if I can get those hammered out this morning. All right, we got a lot of things to talk about. Remember the sandwich boy that DOJ worker threw a sandwich at the ICE officials? We'll tell you what's going to happen with that guy. And a bomb threat called in to close some New Jersey polling places. I'll dive into those stories in just a second. Quick check of the weather before we take our break and do our national anthem and our pledge. Being brought to you by La Tienda Thriftway. Find them in Carlsbad, home of the taco bar and home, of course, of the made-from-scratch tortillas. Specials going on right now. Boneless chicken breast, $1.88 a pound. Quarter loin pork chops, $1.79 a pound. The London broil for just $4.99 a pound, and get the T-bone steaks for $8.99 a pound. Produce department, new crop of navel oranges, $2.99 for a 3-pound bag. Mini watermelons, $2.99 each. Cucumbers, 3 for $1. And get your blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries, 6 ounces for $1.99. And the produce department, they've got all in the deli department, beef bologna, $7.99 a pound. Virginia smoked ham, $4.99 a pound. Also get the baby Swiss cheese for $8.99 a pound. Also, you can find your Tampico Punch for $1.98 a gallon. And you can always find the coldest beer and the taco bar all in one place. You can find that at La Tienda in Carlsbad. Plus, right now, Coke, Dr. Pepper, and Sprite, 12-pack, $7.99. Find it all today. Weather for the day, southeast New Mexico, looking good, 84 and sunny. It should be about 69 and sunny in Ruidoso all day today. In Albuquerque, 78 and sunny. Looking good out there. 5-day forecast. Go to W105radio.com. It's already 8:07. We're being the Breakfast Club. Our national anthem and our pledge being brought to you by Rebecca Long. Rebecca has been your Farmers Insurance agent for over 40 years. Started a business at 19 and would love to chat with you about your insurance. She can put together a quote to meet your needs, no matter if it's home and auto, or you want to add in recreational vehicles or a commercial policy, or even a life insurance policy. She can help you with that. Call today, 575-393-2661, serving the entire state of New Mexico. Rebecca Long, she's your Farmers Insurance agent and proud sponsor of the national anthem and the pledge.
Good morning. My name is Drew Mosier. Time for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
God bless America. God bless you this morning. Large prayer being brought to you by Jude Oil, reminding you God is in complete control.
Today's verse of the day comes to us from 1 John 2:6. He who says he abides in him ought himself also to walk just as he walked.
Hello, I'm here with my wife Dixie, and I'm Blaze Campanella with Judah Oil. We pray that as you go through your day, that you will see all the blessings you've been given. God said that He will prosper you and not harm you. See, in a world that is lost, God is there. Yes, in the most empty place, your most fearful circumstance, God is there. He will never leave you. Never forget, Jesus loves you. He really, really does. Please take a moment and pray the Lord's Prayer with us. God bless you. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
8:11 still to come. The boob of the day on the way. We'll get to the good news of the day. Lots of things to discuss. News this morning being brought to you by Ragsdale Law Firm. Luke Ragsdale reminding you that when accidents happen, they usually happen when you least expect them. That's why you need a trusted law firm to fight for you. Remember the name Ragsdale Law Firm, specializing in car accidents, personal injury, medical malpractice, and all-field accidents. Based in Roswell, serving the entire state of New Mexico, they offer free consultations, and you can do that through via on the phone or maybe a video conference. And they can also do that live and in person. So free consultations are available. And don't forget, you never pay until they win your case. Call Luke Ragsdale, 575-208-5300. Online, ragsdalelawfirm.com. 8:12, we're being the Breakfast Club. We're coming right back.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. A man of consequence gone on Election Day. Former Vice President Dick Cheney died at age 84. Complications of pneumonia and cardiac disease. The former defense secretary was a hardliner who marshaled the country after 9/11.
American politics has always been a tough business. Even in 1787.
Dubbed Darth Vader by the left, but a softer side for his daughter Mary Cheney, who he accepted and defended as gay at a time of social stigma. Election day races, New York City and Minneapolis both looking at electing Muslim socialist mayors. Zohran Mamdani, Omar Fateh. The bluish states of New Jersey and Virginia considering flips, Virginia to blue, the Garden State to red. Government shutdown day 35 hits the record. Speculation Senate Democrats may vote to end it after today, or take it to Thanksgiving. America's listening to Fox News.
Franklin Veterinary Clinic in Ruidoso Downs is a full-service animal clinic for both small and large animals, including equine services. That includes general and specialized procedures like equine colic, reproductive services, and arthroscopic surgery. With their advanced technology and specialty equipment, they're able to enhance the ability to diagnose, treat, and provide preventive care for your horse. Doctors are available to provide helping and healing care at any location or at the clinic. For more information, visit franklinveterinary.com. For Franklin Veterinary Clinic.
This just in, the Big Blue Gorilla has gone wild with savings. That's right, the team at Permian Ford is teaming up with the guys at Permian Toyota, and they're having a super sale battle royale. 2 dealerships competing for your business. All inventory is being liquidated for 10 big days and in one location at Permian Toyota. To prove they're serious, they're giving away over $10,000 in prizes. Just head on out to Permian Toyota and claim your free tickets. I'm talking 85-inch TVs, Xboxes, PS5s, and much, much more. 10 big days to save, now through November 7th. Many half-ton and heavy-duty trucks are available. Save big on cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Everybody wins when the Big Blue Gorilla goes low. That's right, shop local and save big. Do you have a car, truck, van, or SUV that you'd rather not be driving? Sell us your car direct and score big. Now's the time to take advantage. Come see us today through November 7th. The Big Blue Gorilla's gone wild. 3500 North Grimes Street in Hobbs.
What is the Safe Haven Law? In New Mexico, you can bring your infant up to 90 days old to any Safe Haven site without fear of being criminally charged. This includes hospitals, fire stations, and police departments. Monica Kelsey, founder of Safe Haven Baby Boxes, has worked diligently to provide 3 baby box locations for your convenience. Hobbs's Baby Box is at Fire Station 1, 301 East White Street. Carlsbad's Baby Box is at Fire Department Station 1, 401 South Jalagueño Street. Roswell's Baby Box is at their Central Fire Station, 200 South Richardson Avenue. Remember, if you can't make it to one of these Safe Haven Baby Box locations, you can take your infant to any hospital, police department, or fire station. No shame, no blame, and no names. Visit shbb.org for more information.
It's Jonathan Senna, your candidate for mayor of Hobbs. Our city powers America. Our oil and gas workers fuel our economy, schools, and way of life. As a city and county commissioner, I cut red tape and improved our roads. But none of this works without safety. It's time to crack down on crime. Zero tolerance for repeat offenders, and safer neighborhoods for families. We'll stay business-friendly, family-centered, and keep freedom alive. I'm Jonathan Senna. Let's improve our city together.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jonathan B. Senna.
Head down to Tate Branch in Hobbs. If you've been thinking about upgrading your ride, now's the time. They've got a huge selection of vehicles from rugged Ram trucks to family-ready Jeep Wagoneers, all backed by their lifetime powertrain warranty. Go see Vanessa at Tate Branch in Hobbs and let her get you rolling in something you love. 4123 North Lovington Highway, or call her at 575-298-1205. That's 298-1205. Go experience the Tate Branch difference.
Your call is very important.
Still waiting on your cable company to care? With slow speeds and hidden fees, maybe it's time to pull the plug. Kinetic gives you 100% fiber and gig speeds with 25 times faster uploads than cable. Local service that actually shows up, and clear pricing that isn't there to surprise you. So ditch cable and connect with the right crowd. Get up to $200 when you switch. Visit GoKinetic.com. Kinetic. Internet better. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply.
Imagine a world where teams wore plain, uninspired uniforms. Functional? Sure. Eye-catching? Hardly. But as times evolved, so did the demand for standout styles. Enter the era of awesome graphics. Located at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs, New Mexico, they revolutionized team and work attire. Their secret? High-quality FR uniforms from renowned brands like Ariat, Lapco, Byrne, and Bulwark, paired with cutting-edge technology for vibrant, multicolored logos. Awesome Graphics bridges the gap, offering both sports and industrial uniforms that don't just fit well, they inspire. From Nike office shirts to Adidas and Oakley designs, they ensure every team and staff look as professional as they perform. They're not just about appearances at Awesome Graphics, they're about empowering teams. So if you're in Southeast New Mexico and need uniforms that speak volumes, the choice is clear. Visit myawesomegraphics.com and discover how they can elevate your team's image. Awesome Graphics, where style meets performance.
B in the Breakfast Club's motto is, maybe other people will try to limit us, but we won't limit ourselves.
Son, when you walk into a restaurant and you see a dirty front door, don't go in. Because if the front door is dirty, the kitchen's dirty also.
B in the Breakfast Club being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Election Day. If your election lasts more than 4 hours, see your doctor. Today's show.
Oh, I remember when those commercials first came out. I was on the radio in Illinois, and when they came out, I remember I said, if it lasts more than 4 hours, I'm not calling a doctor. I'm calling every woman I know. Yeah, I got called in the HR for that, too. I have a history. God bless. So
in case people wondered whether you had a history.
Yeah. During the break, I went to do my my push-ups, and so I did 40.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I could get to 66, knock them all out at the same time, and I probably could have got to 50, but I'm old, Monica, and
I don't think
it catches up to you.
You're not that old.
It catches up to you faster than you think.
Yeah, I'm 66 years old. To be able to do 40 push-ups in a row is not bad.
Didn't you look at like how many you're supposed to be able to at least do?
Like 10.
Yeah. So you're well above the curve there.
Like 10. So, but I started recording, and once I got on the ground, I must have hit and turned the damn thing off. So, sorry, you're gonna have to trust me. They heard me in there. I'm very.
I was gonna say I heard
Grunting and groaning.
some groaning, and I refused to turn around. I refused.
Are you
to
saying
turn
that
around.
it could have been confused for other things?
I just said I will not turn around.
So I was gonna ask you to film. Tomorrow since I screwed it
Okay,
up.
I will
Next
if I'm
on
standing
Kevin's
in front.
OnlyFans.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I refuse to turn around.
So, yeah, you.
Oh my
wouldn't-
gosh!
you-
Please
just
remove those.
Move those out of here.
Please, porfa.
You wouldn't like me at the gym because I'm noisy.
Ugh.
Yeah. And when you go to the gym in Lovington, the wellness center, it's very quiet. It's like a library. And I'm used to the gym just being,
Yeah.
so I got to make noise.
I'm sure you're loud at everything that you do.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. God bless. All right. 821. We are B and the Breakfast Club. World leaders and royals are gathering in Cairo this weekend to the Grand Egyptian Museum is opening, marking the end of 2-decade project. This thing has been going on for 2 decades. That's as long as it took them. No, they built the pyramids in a way shorter amount of time and didn't even have Wi-Fi back then. As an American, my first question is, where's the food court? Where's the food court going to be, damn it? And Six Flags came to an end. Bowie, Maryland. 50 years of operation, and they finally closed it down as the corporate office is restructuring.
Good.
Yeah. Six Flags.
They don't deserve one.
Nope.
They've been charging $18 for like a Coke there, and it just broke them. The business model was gone. Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look,
you gotta be able to charge $50 to get in. That's the Disney. No, that's $200 to get in now at Disney.
That's crazy.
A day. Can you imagine having like 5 kids and going to Disney? Yeah, I almost opened up my mouth and said to the grandkids, I'll take you to Disney in a couple years. I was like,
It'll be 1,000 by then.
I'm going to have to get a third job. Jennifer Aniston going on Instagram to officially announce her relationship to her boyfriend, Jim Curtis, posting a photo of him on Instagram on Sunday. Congratulations. I'm super excited. I'm sure it will not last. None of your relationships have lasted. They're still making American Horror Story. Season 13 will hit TV coming up next Halloween. Just in case you were like, where is that? By the way, the cast is made up of Ariana Grande, Jessica Lange, also Sarah Paulson, and Angela Bassett, Kathy Bates. The list goes on. And Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown filed a lengthy harassment and bullying complaint against the co-star David Harbour ahead of the filming on the fifth season. So she filed.
He plays her adopted dad on the show.
Harassment charges against him. How are they going to film together? By the way, that complaint
Isn't she in her 20s?
said to have included pages and pages of accusations, none of them in the sexual nature, though. So that is, since he's playing her dad, thank God that not every man is a dirty old man.
Well, I don't know where he falls on the political spectrum.
I have no idea.
But I know that she's to the left.
Yeah.
So maybe that.
How are you going to work
You
with
did play
somebody
Hellboy.
when you're filing a complaint against them? I mean, the restraining order would mean that you would have to be 100 feet away from each other. How's that going to happen?
They're actors. They can film it different times and splice it together.
Yeah. Some Head Starts and preschools are going to be shuttered during the shutdown. That's what they're saying. Let me just ask this. How are schools still open?
They're funded by tax dollars.
So are Head Starts. They're funded it's same way. They're funded by the Department of Education. So why would Head Starts I mean, the funding coming from the feds comes from the same place, the Department of Education. I don't get it. Now, after school and stuff like that program I get that. That might lose funding for that. But yeah, I don't get the Head Start deal. Anybody know the answer to that? I'd love to hear it. 2 people die in a crash in Albuquerque's North Valley Sunday night, according to the Albuquerque police. The accident happened about 7:48 p.m. 2-vehicle crash found that 2 people in one of the vehicles dead at the scene when police got there. Man with ties to New Mexico arrested for agreeing to photograph inside a military installation, has ties to New Mexico. Member of the Kansas National Guard with ties to New Mexico was arrested on Tuesday for allegedly agreeing to photograph the U.S. Army installation in Kansas and mail a helicopter radio to the Russian military, according to the Department of Justice. Canyon Anthony Armaris, 28 years old, of Alamogordo, New Mexico, was indicted on federal court for attempting to violate the Export Control Reform Act. The DOJ accused him of meeting with somebody he believed to be a Russian intelligence agent in February of 2025, signed an agreement to verify his relationship with the Russian intelligence service. As part of the relationship, the DOJ says that he agreed to photograph a military installation at Fort Riley in Kansas and obtain a helicopter radio for the Russian military. So this guy is from Alamogordo and has been arrested. And the New Mexico Department of Health, the dashboard that tracks mental health across the United States, is out. And they launched a brand new dashboard to track substance abuse, mental health data, and much, all of that. Much better is just out, and it breaks down all the state data and all the information. So we'll be able to obtain some of that information and expedite some of that information to the press, I'm sure. Maybe. So the dashboard is supposedly going to help the client and the doctors be able to get into appointments and that type of stuff. U.S. Congresswoman suggesting that fallen angels are maybe aliens. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think she's completely going through a midlife crisis and lost her mind. Look, I have been a supporter of Marjorie Taylor Greene out of Georgia. She was part of the MAGA movement. She always had the red hat on. But now she's making some real... First of all, she went against the president. Then she went against her Republican base. And now she went on HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher and starts talking about aliens. Republican House member said she believes in demons and suggests they could be aliens who fell from heaven.
Oh, gosh.
She also admitted she didn't realize key figures in space laser conspiracy that she promoted were Jewish. She has completely fallen off the ledge. She goes on to say, I'm a Bible-believing Christian, but I believe that fallen angels could have been, like foreign aliens.
Okay.
Thank you, Marjorie Taylor Greene. By the way, your 5 minutes of fame ended about 2 months ago. Just throwing it out there. Do you think DEI is continuing in New Mexico?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's they're still deciding? So here's a medical student that scores in the 99 percentile, but is not chosen to go to medical school. So the former top medical applicant is suing the University of New Mexico School of Medicine for allegedly, because of his race, not picking him as a candidate.
Mm-hmm.
This guy scored a 99 percentile on the medical college admission test, known as the MMAT, and 99 percentile. That placed him ahead of pretty much everybody else in the entire state that took that test. But he was not chosen as a candidate to go to medical school at the University of New Mexico. He's saying it's racial discrimination. He's from Syria. So now he's filed a lawsuit. This guy graduated the highest honors at Arizona State University. So he's got several attorneys from the Liberty Justice Center, and they're going to be fighting for him. 99 percentile. He scored better than pretty much everybody in the entire state, and he didn't get into UNM Medical School.
And I honestly think he has a case.
I definitely think he has a case. And I think we're going to see more and more of these cases where DEI is being used. I think, look, we've got an outstanding case right now. This Asian, I think the guy was Vietnamese. No, he's Chinese American kid.
Okay.
That scored better than everybody. His SAT scores, and he couldn't get into an Ivy League college,
right?
Because he wasn't the right color. And aren't Asians real minorities? I'm talking about minorities, meaning
they are
a minority group. They're only like 2%.
Right.
So they're discriminated against. And the leftist Canadian prime minister, after yesterday's call from the Canadian, Mark Carney, elected to challenge Trump. You know what he did? He's now apologizing to Trump. Remember last week when the president canceled the tariff talks with Canada because they ran that commercial?
Yeah.
Was that AI driven with Ronald Reagan? I think it was AI driven.
I think the way that they edited it, because it was heavily edited to make it sound like something it wasn't.
Right. Trump, anyway, he's apologizing for that now. So here's the guy that Canada elected to push back with Donald Trump is apologizing. Like I said yesterday, we don't need any Canadian masculinity in America. We need real masculinity in America. That's what we need. All right, 8:33 morning show this morning being brought to you by North Star Laundry, one-stop shop for all your laundry, dry cleaning, pressing, starching, Walk in, drop off all your clothes. They can wash, dry, and fold them, starch them up. They can do all of that. Couple days later, you pick them up, and they're good to go. Can you imagine not having to do laundry?
Oh, gosh.
It can happen.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is go to North Star Laundry. And by the way, if you like doing laundry and need a place where you can wash, dry, and fold your own clothes, they have coin-operated machines at all 3 of their locations. 604 West Church in Carlsbad, 609 West Lee in Carlsbad, and 406 West Cedar in Loving. One-stop shop for all your laundry. Monica in the text, it's 834.
It was AI and still no video feed on the YouTube, says Chip. I think we're good. Nobody else has said anything. Why are they wanting to enroll into New Mexico universities? Asks a texter.
Well, that's what you do when you're looking for a medical school. I bet half of the people that go to medical school in New Mexico are from another state.
I would believe that.
And Uncle Mike said, don't blow her theory off so quickly. In the end times, we will see things that Scripture speaks of. Definitely some facts right there, Uncle Mike. 2 decades, New Mexico will take longer than that to finish 285. And did you guys see the fight in Bass Pro Shops?
Yeah.
In Odessa, Texas?
Yeah, over the bathroom?
Yeah.
That's the first time a guy ever fought over the bathroom. He must have had tacos before he got there.
Right.
He stopped at the, at the food truck and got the big burrito. And he's like, I got to go.
He got the burrito con ganas. All right, Monica's going to have to film B doing push-ups in his Speedos.
I don't wear Speedos.
Monty.
I don't wear Speedos. And I'm looking at us right now and listening.
Okay.
All right, so we're good.
Yeah. I'm on. Must be on YouTube. We're up and running.
Yeah.
Reba Hater said, I don't know who sang that anthem, but it sounded like she was sitting on the toilet trying to push one out. That's another clip you can delete. Listen, Reba Hater, I enjoyed that one thoroughly.
I did too. I thought it was good.
It was very good. You're an
Hater.
anthem pickler. I'm changing your name right now. As we speak.
They just hate every national anthem.
No, it's Reba Hater.
I know.
thought
That's what I'm
That's what I'm gonna say.
He just hates every national
Anthem hater.
Yeah.
If you're
There's
gonna have to,
not one that they said they like.
I know. Anthem hater. There you go. You are no longer Reba Hater. You're Anthem hater.
What's wrong with the national anthem?
Lovington Patrick said the UNM hospital. Oh, okay. I voted for Trump and I support MAGA 1,000%, and I'm a Catholic. With that said, if Trump one day said he believes aliens are fallen angels, I could definitely see you supporting it, Kevin. I don't know, just saying.
There's plenty of things that I will call Donald Trump for.
I can't say that I don't support that theory, but, because people have excuses for or reasons or theories about what aliens could be. Could they be demons? Could they be angels? Sure they could.
See, I think Uncle Mike and I are on the same thing. So demons can take on shapes and whatnot, right? People, that's why
and so can angels.
Yeah, that's why we see like ghosts who are
Correct.
people of our past, stuff like that. So
it's possible. I'm not going to discount that. I'm just going to say that when you come out on TV and you say this is definitively what they are.
Yeah.
But I can understand that theory because there is no definitive explanation. Is Bigfoot, the sightings of Bigfoot? I mostly think those are bears, but they could be something spiritual like that because there are times that this realm and the spiritual realm are close.
I mean, when somebody said they saw Bigfoot, like in Rio Dosa, I was like, no, that's just Wes Rooney.
Love you, Wes.
62-year-old Christian said, who sang the national anthem this morning? They did a great job. See? There's a bunch of people that liked it.
That's a national anthem lover right there.
Marty from Burques said, shame, self-respect, and a little pride, all of those are almost absent in our country.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to recover. Our current administration is possibly our last hope. Martin from the Patch said, people are just lazy. I have a regular job, but on my days off, I do a bunch of side jobs. I could probably make a living from side jobs. There you go. Smokey in Arizona said, B, here's a better way of looking at why your wife isn't working. It's because y'all travel a lot. How could she work and y'all still do y'all's traveling when y'all go back to the Philippines? She'd have to quit her job, then try and get one when y'all come back to the States. So it makes no sense for her to work. You can work from anywhere in the world as long as you have internet and make enough money so she doesn't have to. Then good for you. And I'm not hating. I'm happy y'all get to do what y'all do. I'll be there one day. Yes, you
God
dang
bless.
will.
That is the American dream, that you can do what you want, travel.
Kevin says, it's amazing how clear the skies have been with this government shutdown. No chemtrails. Well-groomed beard guy said, my wife hasn't worked since our first child was born 10 years ago because financially we could, and raising the children is more important. We have never been on government assistance.
You know, I look at my daughter and my son-in-law.
Right.
And life could probably be better for them if they work, but man, she is so busy with those kids. They've got practice here, picks them up every day, brings them to school, picks them up every day, is there every day, taking this one to practice, take that one to practice. It's a busy. Mom's job is important.
I'm just going to say I'm thankful for my job and thankful for Will Rooney and the way he's set us up to work from home. Would you agree, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, I think technology is awesome.
Absolutely. The kid that did the anthem yesterday was the best I've heard so far on the show. I missed that one. And Patrick's cousin Daniel said, I'm not an anthem hater at all, but I do agree with Reba Hater on the national anthem she sang because she sounds drunk. No, she didn't, Daniel.
I thought it was passionate. And, you know, me personally, I like the old traditional national anthem, but I also like and appreciate a good, soulful national anthem.
You know what I appreciate? Blake said that the one that just sang it was 17 years old.
Yeah.
And my niece has been singing the national anthem right before every soccer game. And so I had actually sent it to you a while back, but we'll get it. So, Lord have mercy. I'm going to wait till you guys, what do y'all have to say about my niece?
Yeah, and then she going to come for you.
Yeah, I'm coming for all of y'all. Did anybody else in Carlsbad notice that white cloud, that long streaming white cloud over Carlsbad this morning, or was it just me? Asked a texter.
I did not see that.
And Dolly is the one who needs to be deleted.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a Dolly fan, Oak Ridge Boys fan. I'm not any of those fans.
But they're in there.
But they're in there. So God bless you. 19 minutes away from 8 o'clock, we're going to get to the boob of the day. Florida man who killed an 18-year-old girlfriend for refusing to get an abortion now is facing the death penalty for a double homicide. So
let that sink in.
Yeah. So you mean to tell me that a woman that's pregnant and somebody kills the baby, this guy can get the death penalty for killing the baby, but they can rip the baby out of the mom's womb, and that's an abortion. That's health care. What's the difference?
Democrats.
So, number one, this case is in Florida. Man killed an 18-year-old girlfriend. She refused to get a abortion, so he killed both of them. 23-year-old Donovan Fossen pled guilty to first-degree murder. He is probably going to be sentenced to death in Florida. I mean, it'll be a while before he gets terminated.
Well, I think that's a good question. How can there be an abortion and that considered to not be a life, but this guy can be charged with murder because it is considered a life?
Well, think about this. The case in Texas where the man gave his girlfriend the abortion pill, and now he's being charged with murder.
And I understand the thing about the woman's body. I understand that. But talking strictly on the charges, how can you have a charge of murder for one person but not another?
Yep. Yep. No doubt. Yep. And Governor Pritzker called out after an illegal alien allegedly kills a GOP official His wife said, how many more people have to die, Governor Pritzker? Breitbart News reporting 34-year-old illegal alien Edwin Pacheco Mensa of Honduras was driving a van when he crossed the center line and killed Michael Clayton, 71 years old, and his wife, 66, Gail Clayton, killed them instantly. How many more got to die? How many more people have to die? You know, I'm just going to say it. People from other countries that come here and drive, in their country, they don't have a lot of traffic rules. You know, if you ever go into another country and drove.
India.
Philippines.
Just look at videos.
Yeah, go to YouTube right now and type up crazy driving in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Or India, which some of these drivers who have killed people have come from.
They don't have rules. They don't even have stop signs.
No.
They don't even have red lights.
I don't know how you
Last year, they put the first red light up, traffic light up in our hometown. In the Philippines, the wife's hometown, and people were going crazy.
Yeah.
They come here, they don't know how to drive.
No.
How do you do it?
But if you have an international driver's license in some places, you can come here and get a driver's license. Be aware of your surroundings. That's how you do it.
I said, you
Listen.
just close your eyes and go for it.
It's me or you, and it's going to be me.
I mean, sometimes you got a car on the side of you, and then you have 4 motorcycles right on the side you.
Golly.
And this is a 1-lane road.
He's crazy.
You're right. How do you determine who passes who going the other way?
Bill Maher praised Donald Trump for not playing silly games in the Middle East, saying other presidents played silly games. Bill Maher, the far left comedian, congratulated Donald Trump. Look, you get what you get with Donald Trump. He is what he is. That's what you get. All right, 8:46. We're going to take a break. Good news of the day coming up in just a second. Erica Kirk reveals heartbreaking details about her children handling the passing of Charlie Kirk and the fight at Bass Pro Shop. We'll dig into that. And Tennessee cuts their star player. Gone. And could the NHL be coming to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium? Blake, you're a hockey fan. Could be coming. I'll give you the rest of that story coming up next. News this morning being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply. Find them in Roswell. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Homegrown and proud of it. Farm and Ranch Supplies. Western Wear. Certified Purina dealer. They have trailers, tank, tack, fencing materials, plumbing supplies. They have a hardware store right in the store. Plus, all the work gear you need and looking good Western wear. RoswellLivestock.com or 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Homegrown and proud of it. Also find them in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. We're coming right back. It's 8:47. Be in the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. Tuesday is Election Day across the country, and in New Mexico, the hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything from mayor and city council races to sheriff and school board members, as well as other local and state board positions, will be on the ballot. Some positions are nonpartisan, meaning there is no party affiliation to the specific position, such as mayor races, and others, like the sheriff races, are partisan, meaning candidates must declare a party. Please check with your county clerk's office for voting locations, or go to the New Mexico Secretary of State website at sos.nm.gov. Some counties, particularly in the southeast portion of the state, have a historically poor voter turnout, especially in odd-numbered years. Please vote and make your voice heard. In Texas, there will be 17 constitutional amendments, usually listed as statewide propositions, at the top of the ballot for voters to vote on. That includes a $51 billion in property tax cut for homeowners and businesses, and other proposed amendments would prevent the state from imposing additional taxes on personal or business capital gains, securities transactions, and those working in securities and inheritances. Other proposals would fund water infrastructure, the Texas State Technical College, and Proposition 14 will provide
provide funding to research on dementia treatment and prevention. A few proposals would amend the Constitution to limit when a person can be released on bail, enshrine parental rights, clarify citizenship requirements for Texas voters, and overhaul the State Commission on Judicial Conduct. And Lee County Commissioners are partnering with the Consumer Energy Alliance in support of the reuse of treated produced water for non-potable uses, aiming to conserve limited fresh water supplies and push back against the state of New Mexico's rules. Commissioners unanimously voted on a resolution of support with hopes to, quote, get things back on track to speed things up. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
It's time to make sure no one in the area goes hungry this Thanksgiving with the 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight. We're teaming up with United Way offices in Lee and Eddy counties and grocery stores in Hobbs, Lovington, Carlsbad, and Artesia to fight hunger in our own communities. Food prices are still high this year, so more people are struggling than usual during the already tough Thanksgiving season. But with your help, we can make sure no one has to go without. As part of this 2-day event, we'll be at Bob's Thriftway in Lovington and Fenn's Country Market in Artesia Friday, November 14th from 2 to 5 p.m. Then Saturday, November 15th, we'll be at Albertson's Market in Hobbs and La Tienda in Carlsbad from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
The 4th annual MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight is being brought to you this year by sponsors Blaine Industrial Supply in Hobbs, Old Jackson Lovington, Forest Tire in Lovington, Hobbs, Artesia, and Carlsbad, Bronze sponsor DMC Oilfield Services in Hobbs, Silver sponsor New Mexico Junior College in Hobbs, and Platinum sponsors in Hobbs SDR Enterprises, Rig Outfitters and Home Store, Garner's Motorsports, and the Working Guys Store. If your business would like to become a sponsor, please contact your favorite DJ, or you can reach out to me, Lori, at 575-390-3569. That's 390-3569.
Be as generous as you can and join us when we're in your city to fight hunger this Thanksgiving with the MTD Radio Food Fight.
There's big fall values this week at Bob's Thriftway with fryer thighs and drumsticks 99 cents a pound. Top sirloin steak $6.99 a pound. 3-pound bag of apples just $1.99. 10-pound bag of potatoes $2.99. Get your DiGiorno pizzas 2 for $10 and your single-serve coffee pods from Wide Awake 10-count box just $3.98. Get the Wide Awake coffee creamers big 32-ounce 2 for $5. Velveeta cheese $7.48 for the big brick and original sloppy Joe sauce just $1 a can. There's big fall values all week long at Bob's Thriftway. We're for 50 years. Your grocery dollar's always gone farther. 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
This just in, the Big Blue Gorilla has gone wild with savings. That's right, the team at Permian Ford is teaming up with the guys at Permian Toyota, and they're having a super sale battle royale. 2 dealerships competing for your business. All inventory is being liquidated for 10 big days and in one location at Permian Toyota. To prove they're serious, they're giving away over $10,000 in prizes. Just head on out to Permian Toyota and claim your free tickets. I'm talking 85-inch TVs, Xboxes, PS5s, and much, much more. 10 big days to save, now through November 7th. Many half-ton and heavy-duty trucks are available. Save big on cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Everybody wins when the Big Blue Gorilla goes low. That's right, shop local and save big. Do you have a car, truck, van, or SUV that you'd rather not be driving? Sell us your car direct and score big. Now's the time to take advantage. Come see us today through November 7th. The Big Blue Gorilla's gone wild. 3500 North Grimes Street in Hobbs.
All right, fine. Bring it.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com. Home of the lifetime Permian Powertrain Promise. In the who's who of radio, we're a what?
Hey, sorry again, Kevin. I didn't see you in the tub.
Be in the Breakfast Club, 877-396-W105. Call or text. No? back to the show.
All right, anybody that's got extra candy from Halloween, Monica, you'll take the extra candy if they have candy?
Negative.
You don't want the candy in the house. My daughter was trying to give away the candy to take what you want. I don't want it in the house.
Yeah.
All right, there was a lady. Hopefully this is not in any of your stuff.
It probably is.
About the lady with the crack pipe?
No.
Okay. No crack pipe? Because we haven't done the boob. We got to do the boob of the day.
I had a lady in there, but it's not the crack pipe. It's something similar.
So this lady is 59 years old, and she is in hospital on oxygen.
Okay.
She's on oxygen. She's got pneumonia.
Okay.
And she lights up not just a cigarette, but a crack pipe.
Oops. There go my good looks.
There goes my good looks. First of all, if you're doing any type of drugs late in age, I'm not an angel. I'm not angel. I have partaken in a lot of things back in the day. And but if you're doing crack, I've never done crack, for the record. Let me just say that. If you're doing crack in your 50s, dude, if you're doing anything to accelerate your heartbeat in your 50s and 60s,
better be weights.
Yeah, you are asking for a accident to happen.
I agree.
In your 50s and 60s. Yeah, I'm trying to accelerate my heart the old-fashioned way.
With weights, push-ups, physical activity.
Doing some cardio and then other things also will accelerate the heart. So, but smoking crack at the hospital when you're there because you've got major issues. That's nuts.
That's tough.
Speaking of crazy, Britney Spears' Instagram account disappeared after weeks of concerning cryptic post. 43-year-old singer took down her Instagram post. The whole account is gone. Somebody better get some eyes on this lady. I'm just saying. Britney is one public outburst away from being the female Shia LaBeouf. I'm just saying she's close. This close. And Russell Crowe is dismissing rumors of an engagement to his girlfriend, Brittany Terrio, stating that he does not intend to marry ever again.
Okay.
I wonder what was tougher to film, Gladiator or his first marriage. That's how you. This guy is beard, or I'm not.
He filmed it? He filmed his first marriage.
Hopefully, this isn't how his girlfriend finds out that he's never going to marry. Well, maybe he's probably up close and personal and just said, "I'm never going to marry again. We can live together for the rest of our lives, but I'm never marrying again."
Okay.
Yeah. Looks like federal government shutdown, creating a new record. 35-day mark is the record. So congratulations. We have achieved a all-time shutdown record. After today, I would think
the best record.
Yeah, the Democrats decide they're going to change ways.
You mean when they lose big?
Yeah, when they lose today in the election. All right, Monica, did you hear the rumors that Erica Kirk and J.D. Vance were having an affair? Isn't that sick?
That is absolutely disgusting.
I mean, this woman is probably trying to just make life make sense about right now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
She's trying to figure out all this stuff. And then people come out, they're sick. That her and J.D. Vance got a deal. And what about J.D. Vance's wife?
Yeah. Yeah, Usha.
What about, I mean,
so
her to have to hear it and Erica Kirk to have to hear the same. And J.D. Vance is like, look, I've never been that popular with the women. So it's flattering at, but at the same time, it's just sick. These people are sick.
Mm-hmm.
I think it all stemmed from that hug that she gave him, right? Because she put her arm around his head.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you go to look at the way that she hugged Usha, she hugged her the same way.
Right.
She put her hand around her head.
She's a hugger.
She's a hugger. Absolutely.
She's a hugger.
I hug the same way.
And they were friends
before.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a long time.
I just want to slap everybody right now.
But anyway, Erica Kirk revealed heartbreaking details about her children handling the passing of their father. Look, she's a grown woman.
Right.
And she will be able to mourn in her own, but kids, this is a long process for these kids.
Amen.
All of a sudden, daddy's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're little. 3-year-old daughter. How does she make all this make sense?
Right.
Sad. And then you got people on the left, sick son of a bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Almost said something else. You caught me there. But I didn't say it.
Mm-mm.
All right. Fight at Bass Pro Shop.
Let's talk about it.
Dispute over the restroom. People started fighting. Hey, when you got to go, you got to go. Like I said, the dude probably stopped and got the big burrito, and they added a little bit too much chili, and dude had to go. But the Odessa Police Department responded to the store about the disturbance. This happened about 2:52 p.m. Investigators believed a man became upset with another man while waiting in line at the restaurant. The two began arguing, which eventually turned into a fight involving multiple people. All parties involved declined to press charges. No arrests were made. What about the store?
Mm-hmm.
They criminally charged them with trespassing for the man that began the fight, and he's not going to be allowed in Bass Pro Shop ever again.
Nope.
Police have confirmed that all individuals involved in the altercation have been banned from the Odessa Bass Pro Shop. Odessa can't get anything good without somebody messing it up.
Welcome to Slodetha.
And look, women handle having to wait in line for the bathroom better than men because they're used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
They're used to it. We're not used to having to wait in line to go to the bathroom.
Should have just gone outside.
Well, unless, like Kevin said, at number 2.
Yeah. He had to go.
I still would have gone outside.
Yeah, Tennessee cuts woman.
I would have been, no, seriously, I would have been like that judge in Arizona who got freaking.
The judge in Arizona.
She had to go, bro.
She had to go. Well, she was highly intoxicated, too.
Highly.
Tennessee cuts their women's basketball star after her second arrest in 3 months. Lady volunteers who, if you're looking for basketball programs that have done really good, Connecticut, Tennessee, I'll add LSU. They've won a couple national championships in women's basketball. Ruby Whitehorn was arrested again for the second time in 3 months, just ahead of the 2025 opener. The team announced Whitehorn's fate. Look, she's a second-year head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Caldwell's like, we dismissed her. She's done. It's my responsibility to protect the high standards of this historic basketball program. When we think about women's basketball, Pat Summitt comes to my mind as the all-time greatest women's basketball coach. And she was arrested again. This time it's marijuana she was arrested for. But she was also arrested a while back for aggravated burglary and assault and other charges. So she's just a hot mess. She's very talented, but just can't stay out of trouble. And there are kids that, you can try to save them.
Amen.
But after a while, you just got to cut ties. because you're going to bring the whole program down.
Right.
And the NHL is to stage the 2027 Stadium Series games at the home of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry's World hockey game.
Okay.
So the league announced on Monday Dallas Stars will host the 2027 Stadium Series at the home of the NFL Cowboys in Arlington. The opponent for the game at the AT&T Stadium has not been announced yet, but they're bringing hockey. And when you look at, the Stadium Series, the Predators played in front of about 85,000 people. So that's Nashville, right? Nashville Predators.
Yeah.
So hockey is growing in the United States, still not as popular as Canada. And
well, what happens is you go to watch the fights, and then a hockey game,
everything
and
else,
then a hockey game breaks out.
Exactly. All right, we're going to talk about the cartels putting a bounty on Border Patrol agents. $10,000 bounty. We'll talk about that coming up in a second. KWMW Maljamora 105.1 FM, also 93.5 KWES Rio Dozo, and KDAZ AM 700 FM 96.9 in Albuquerque. Appreciate you listening. By the way, if you're watching on any of our streaming platforms, appreciate you. Make sure to like, share us, and of course, it's your way of keeping us free and keeping us maybe being able to monetize our platforms at some point. Wouldn't that be great? Yes. By the way, if you want to advertise on Being the Breakfast Club, reach out to the text line. We'd love to chat with you. Boob of the day coming up next. We'll take a break. Morning, how you doing? Where are you calling from this morning?
Man, this is Richard from the Patch.
How you doing, Richard?
I am pissed. I am furious.
What's up?
Some jackass, sorry for I'm on the air, some jerk, some idiot decided that people who live outside the city of Hobbs do not have a voice and cannot vote in the election for the mayor race, for the county commissioners, for the board of regents that are on the school. Even though that we send our kids to these schools, they made it so that we can't vote. We only have 3 votes, one for a sitting board member on the Water Conservation Act, and then whether we pass or allow or deny the school boards their bonds. That's the only vote that they're giving us, nothing else.
Why, if you live outside the city limits, I get where you can't vote for the mayor race. Have you been able to do that in the past?
Yes, but hold on. Here's food for thought. Where do you think I send my kids? Where do you think I spend my money for groceries?
Yeah.
I might be just outside city limits, but my license, my driver's license, it says Hobbs. It doesn't say Monument. It doesn't say Eunice. It says Hobbs. So how do you draw that line? The state says I live in Hobbs.
Well, that you're part of the ETJ is what they call that, the extraterritorial jurisdiction, and it goes by.
And if you think about the votes, I would say 98% of those of us who live outside city limits, or what they're considering rural, but based by the way the city has grown exponentially over the past few years. No, dude.